Welcome, guys. Saturday night with BeardofPOP, and you know him, Captain Pops.
What's up, everybody? The mystery box champion, undefeated.
When you going for a rematch?
He doesn't want a rematch, and to be honest, my daddy taught me to quit while I'm ahead, so I quit. I'm keeping the belt. It's too nice. It's too nice. Winking. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to fight me for it now. Now it's a real belt. I want it back. It's too good. It's too shiny. It's too shiny.
Too shiny.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody. What's up, Flash Ray? Anthony B. Sarah, Funko Pop Nonstop. Everybody, welcome. Tats, Chris Miller, Jedi Howard, Sam, Mr. Pistons. What's up, dude? Pop Scott.
Beautiful people. Beautiful.
Pop Scott's daughter and him hit that Grail from Monthly Pops, guys.
His daughter got so excited, just pure excitement. It was nice to watch, man.
It's what really makes collecting, this stuff, what it's all about, you know.
Absolutely. I can't wait till my kids they get it, and then I can start doing videos like that with my girls as well. Right now, it's just all toys to them, and they just want to open everything and play with it.
That's exactly. And guys, wanted to say hi to Mikey over at Chasing Pops and Jayla Pops and everybody. I mean, everybody in here tonight. Just amazing. Also wanted to let you guys know something. We put a little cryptic message out about go subscribe here to take over now.
Take over, baby.
Take over, baby. It's going to be amazing. All right. So, guys, I'm going to drop a link to the channel in there, and you better go subscribe. Because on July 4th, Saturday Lives move to BOP and Cap's new channel. Adam and Jeremy, take over now. We'll be doing Saturday Night Lives, and there's a ton of stuff planned other than the Saturday Lives.
Big stuff. Big stuff, guys.
We're going to have a July 4th spectacular that you guys are not going to believe.
Explosive.
Not going to believe.
Explosive.
So, guys, I'm going to drop this link, and if all the moderators would pick that link up, and everybody head over there and just throw us a sub.
Nope. Captain. Yep.
Now, tomorrow we'll be on a Winks Live, 6 o'clock. It's like at 5 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah. You're gonna have to let me know, because I was already trying to do the math today. I was like,
Well, are you on Central?
Eastern Standard.
Oh, you're on Eastern like me, so it's 6.
Okay,
so
cool.
We're gonna be on Weeks Live at 6 tomorrow. He's got a awesome convention 2.0 for his 2,000 subscriber giveaway.
Winky, guys, go check him out. He's board certified. Winky.
Board certified, guys. And thank you, Sarah. What's up, Allison, and everybody? I don't want to miss anybody. Craig, what's up, dude? Babe.
He might be board certified, but he's not mystery box certified.
Not to Cap. I have experience in that one. That's why I back down.
Guys, we got a special guest coming in tonight. I know you all are here to see and talk to Pop King Paul, so we're really excited to get to ask him a few questions. What got him into the mystery box game, and how did he become the king? He saw it from the beginning. He called himself Pop King Paul, and he's still, the kingdom is his. So we're going to talk to him tonight.
Hey,
exciting.
Chris, thank you. And I don't want to interrupt Cap, but my mother is in the house. Hey, Beth, my mother, Beth Dory, thank you. Have a happy Father's Day. Yeah, my daughter's here. We're going to get up early, go have breakfast, and go to Target to get those black light pops.
Everyone say hi, Alexis. It was nice watching your videos with the full family. It was really enjoyable.
Thanks. That's why we thought we'd do a live. And guys, on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going live again. Cap will be there. Dr. Applesauce will be there. Many, many more will be there. We're going to be celebrating 1 year of BOP live on YouTube.
Big party. Big party.
1 year. My wife is downstairs now for a Tuesday release, going through 225 videos, making an evolution of BeardofPOP. From my first video in a dark corner where I didn't even speak up because I don't know what I was embarrassed about doing, to now she's making a fantastic video and getting very frustrated, I might add, because in the early days we didn't label them very well.
I'll tell you what, my early days, I got so frustrated at myself when it came to editing and just filming. Like, I would stumble over my words constantly and I would just want to punch the camera. But it all changes. You just keep doing it. And it's been wonderful. I mean, I started like a month before you, and it's just, we've like watched each other blossom, we're like lotus flowers, man. Just
dude, it's beautiful. One year, I over 7,000 subscribers, 450,000 views. 225 videos. I mean, it's just insane, guys.
1 million views. That's amazing.
Almost, guys.
You can't. I'm sorry. Your face is just too. It's just too cute, and you can never get tired of it. It's just too beautiful.
My mom's bromance.
Like, bam.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, social distancing. It's got to be elbows now. Boom.
There we go. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been 1 year on the 23rd of this month. 1 year on YouTube. The first video I did, Spastic Pops Father's Day box that I got.
No, really? All right.
Amazing video. So guys, make sure that you hey, BeardofPOP, can you take the trash out now? Thanks, Parker, dude. But tonight we've got great guests. We got Pop King Paul. Going to get to ask him tons of questions. The chat, where does he find pops? What pops does he collect? How does he figure out his mystery boxes? I mean, anything you guys want to ask him, he's going to be on in a little bit. He'll probably be on for, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. And we definitely, I think, I definitely have my Patreon giveaway tonight. I know, Cap, you wanted to do yours as well, right?
Definitely.
And we're going to have some more bonus giveaways. I've got some pops over here that are dying to give away. And we're going to do some bonus giveaways. If you guys are a channel member, we'll probably do a giveaway for you guys tonight too. So anybody who's a member of the BOP as a channel member is going to get a giveaway tonight. What's up, Pop Fiend? How's it going, dude?
Giveaway.
I mean, we're going to do some giveaways. We sold some boxes during the week. We're going to get back after July 4th when we're on our own channel together as Adam and Jeremy and Adam.
Come here.
Take over now.
Come here, man. Come on, bring it in. Come on. I love you, man.
And as we do that, then we're going to get back to some mystery boxes. We'll open some boxes. We're going to do some insane stuff. I mean, this is going to be stuff like you've never seen on YouTube before. I mean, when we put our heads together to do this, guys, insane. So it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. And it's going to be a lot of craziness. It's just going to be craziness.
Hashtag, what will we do next?
Now we're still going to do some Funko stuff. We're going to do non-Funko stuff. We're going to do stuff that has nothing to do with toys. We're going to do stuff that makes us laugh. And I'm
this beautiful chair. This is not Funko. This is from Respawn. But look at this freaking beautiful chair. Dude, show this to you on a Funko channel, but look at it. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous.
Isn't that a sweet chair?
Man, it goes right. It goes perfectly. It is the custom Omega chair. Got the Fortnite little stickers in the side, the custom color. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
I knew you would. I knew you'd have of course you'd have the Fortnite pop to go right with it.
You gotta have it. Gotta have it.
I would not have the Fortnite pop to go with it.
How would I not? I would be just not Captain Pops.
I have Alexis. Well, Alexis is over here with the dog, so I'm like, you got to come say hi. You got to pop in and say hi to everybody.
Pop in.
Here she is.
Hey, it's the better looking Bob. Hey, what's up?
I like that.
It's definitely the better looking Bob. She's here now.
Hi.
I was looking around thinking of where I put those pops I want to give away tonight for some of the people, for the channel members and some of the other people. And then for the Patreon guys, tonight I got one of these Echo Dots to give away to you guys.
That's odd because I got one of these Echo Dots to give away. Hashtag not sponsored. We promise.
I'm going to tell you, not sponsored. And this is the weirdest thing because my boss at work had some extras. And he's like, hey, Adam, why don't you take these and give them away to some of your fans? So we're going to do the Patreon thing. And then Cap's like, yeah, I got it, Echo.
Yeah, I was like,
Dude,
literally, I called him on
Shane.
the phone. I'm like, we're gonna do some giveaways. I was like, yeah, I picked up one of them Google Dots or little Amazon Dots. He's like, that's funny because my boss
Dude,
just put like
Shane
3
with
of them on my
$100.
desk.
Dude, Shane.
Whoa, hold the phone. Shane with the mega.
No. That's
Mega big bucks, big bucks,
Shane
big, 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 big,
I'm
big,
gonna
big,
come in and make it rain.
make it rain. Oh, sir. Thank you. You just got Bob.
Oh,
Take over now.
there
What?
you go. What's going on with that? Now I gotta figure out. There they are. I see them over here, guys.
Wow. Bam, 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 bam.
So guys, I got
Elite right there.
I got these guys.
What? Oh,
We'll do some giveaways for this guy. Twinsies.
Twins, just like us,
And
man. Twins. Wow, Shane. Bam, 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 bam.
You're seeing what I got over here.
I got to get on the pole for him.
We got to do it. Shane. Shane's awesome. He's a great supporter. Patreon. He's the one who sent those mystery minis over.
Okay, gotcha. The first package. That was the Nickelodeon ones, right? The Nickelodeon.
Yeah, the Nickelodeon ones. They all came from Shane. He sent them over for me and Carrie to open.
Because of that video, now I need them Nickelodeon ones. And my wife was like, "Oh, look, I need them too." I'm like, "Oh, good. As long as we're both agreeing, I'm getting them." So, but yeah,
they were amazing. Hey, and thank you, Funko Rebel. Appreciate you coming on board as a BOP recruit. I appreciate it.
Recruit, welcome,
sir.
Welcome.
Anthony's like shot.
I'm trying to get back on track. I'm still my heart rate up. Like you just got Bob to stand up. What? Bob was like, okay.
You send me a super chat. I'm gonna dance. $100 super chat. I'm gonna dance. $20 super chat. I'm gonna dance. I mean, $100.
Baby. Ow! Ow! Oh, somebody clipped.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, the behind the scenes.
Hi, Cap.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
My heart rate's a little bit up. Shane got me all off track now, man. I'm trying to bring it back down.
Oh, I have it on downstairs, and I was like, "What?"
Oh, Shane.
Yes.
Yeah, Shane. Well, Shane told me, he goes, "I'm gonna come in there and drop 100."
Now we can afford a popcorn ball mystery box.
Anyway, you don't have to.
Hi, everybody. I saw Mom in here, so I figured I had to run up all the stairs just to say hi.
Well, I'm telling Paul is in here, but it says devices are not connected.
Huh?
So
crazy if you're talking about the chair. Yeah, that's where they came. His chair and my chair. Yeah.
Yeah. They're from Respawn.
Yes.
And they sent them. I reached out to a few different chair companies because I needed a more comfortable chair, and they were all for it. And then when I was looking at their website, I realized, wow, they are the official chair of Fortnite. So then I had to revise my email and say that my best friend in the whole world, my best friend in the world, is the #1 Fortnite fan I know, and I'm sure most of you know. And he had to have that Omega chair. I couldn't have this chair without the Omega chair. So he got it sent over. He finally got it put together.
Yes.
And now he's showing it. So.
Yeah, 20 minutes ago. Sorry, guys.
So we're trying to get a Pop King. Yeah, well, that's what I did that night that I had it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately was putting it together as I was getting everything set up to go live.
What's weird is sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, Pop King Paul's work. He connected, but it said devices not connected.
Yeah, and it's still saying it.
We'll probably have to refresh it. I mean, what's odd is, literally this is the Omega chair that came in, but the current chair I have is, a secret lab Omega version. So two Omega chairs. They're like twins now.
Well, and it's also got the footrest on that one though.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, whoa! And dude, when you recline, the armrest recline with it, and they pivot, it's pretty sweet, man. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
My wife was already like, that would be a nice reading chair. I'm like, this is a gaming chair. Get your books out of here.
Dude, this one is sweet. It has adjust. I'm sure that one does too, but this one it adjusts, and wherever it sits, you can let go of the handle and it locks.
And it locks, right? Yeah, yeah.
And you got 2 pillows, like cushy pillows.
Hey, what's up, Coco? You're in the house.
I'm gonna go back to making the video. I just had to come say
Yeah,
hi
I
to
was
Mom.
telling him about the video.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
All right, so now we got Paul in here.
All right, all right.
Funko Extreme, you ready for Paul? Are we ready?
We're ready for Paul. Are they ready for Paul? Get ready for Paul.
Wait.
King Paul.
Miz is ready for Paul. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, man? I don't know what was going on because it was this is like the exact same thing I did with Luau and Homespun Geek, and all I had to do was click on it, boom, and then I don't know. But like he said, I went back and I refreshed it. I had to do some kind of like refresh thing on there, and then it just all of a sudden it just kicked on. So sorry about that.
Actually, in YouTube, it's just so overwhelmed with bandwidth right now. It happened to him the same thing with my live last time. I guess he was black the first screen. I was like, just refresh it; it'll come in. So
yeah,
but you're here. That's all that matters. Welcome, man.
Appreciate it. What are y'all up to?
Oh, just doing our craziness on Saturday nights like we always do.
Right.
Sometimes drinking, sometimes hawking boxes, sometimes just shooting around. But it was really nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, for sure.
I've like I said, God, I think it was at the very beginning of 2019. I had heard about you doing the custom boxes before you did your drops, and I hit you up and you made me a Marvel mystery box.
Oh,
and,
okay.
It was like, I think it was a $50 or $75 one. And it was before I even did YouTube. I just did mystery boxes. And,
okay.
Ever since then, I've pretty much been hooked if I can get them. And I've got pretty much beaten down with the people like, oh man, #rigged on that $400 box. And I'm like, and we even talked about it on IG, dude. And I'm like, every box was loaded.
It's guaranteed that every box had fire.
And then I was going through yesterday and I was looking at videos of people opening your boxes. And there was one dude, L something unboxing. He has like 80 or 90 subs. And somebody said in the comments, they go, oh, well, go check out BOP's video. You just don't have enough subscribers to get a good pop.
Oh, man.
And the dude pulled that flocked Ralphie from A Christmas Story. I would have loved that one.
Everybody, they don't get it, man.
And that's what I try to tell people. I'm like, look, I honestly, like, between everything I have going on and everything I do, I don't sit and watch YouTube all day long, or I don't sit and watch a lot of YouTube. I'm sorry. So
I'm sure all you hear is
like I was telling you, I don't know all you guys' names either. That's what I try to tell people. I'm like, if you literally think that I'm gonna go and try to figure out everybody because like I tell people now, it's like nowadays everybody and their brother has a YouTube channel. So it's like, it's not crazy for somebody on YouTube to open up my boxes and get something good, So that's why I try to tell people. I'm like, if you think that I literally know everybody's name that has a YouTube channel that I sell boxes to, man, y'all are crazy. I mean, it's just, it's, and two, not like trying to sound like, toot my own horn or anything, but I already have a huge following. Like, I don't really need to send anybody loaded boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, that's not doing anything for me. Like, what is, like, I remember back when the Luau had like, I think 700 or 800 subscribers, he pulled one of my top hits, but I'm like, and everybody's like, oh man, it's rigged. That's rigged. I'm like,
rigged.
Don't you think if I was going to rig a box, I would send it to somebody like Franchise Kicks who has like 250,000 subscribers? Like that would benefit me more than sending, nothing against the Luau. I love the guy. He's awesome dude. Yeah, but, sending him a loaded box that has 800 or 900 subscribers and I have, probably 8,000 to 10,000 at the time followers, like that's not benefiting me at all. So that's
sure.
Like we said, was like those boxes were $400 guaranteed.
You're right. And your money. I mean, you're guaranteed to get something good.
It's gonna be fire, right? No matter what.
Right.
Like even
it's not like I said they were $400 and you're only guaranteed 200. I mean, it was guaranteed $400. So of course, you know, almost every box is going to have something, you know, pretty, you know, high end in it, you know, even maybe a couple, you know, so, but it happens. And I get messages like that all the time, just people being salty. And I'm just like, you know, hey, they're mystery boxes. Even if it's guaranteed value, it's still a gamble. And that's why I put it in, you know, you're not always going to get something you like. You're not always going to get something you want. You know, of course, if you see a, you know, Joker bank robber or, you know, glow in the dark 2-pack, of course you're going to want that. But, you know, you may not pull that, but you know, you may still pull something, you know, crazy instead. Like, but it's, you know, it happens. But I'm telling y'all right now, I don't do the loaded box thing. I don't know y'all guys.
Come on.
I don't know y'all's guys' names. And when people order, they don't say, oh, this is for such and such YouTube channel or whatever. It's everybody's names and addresses, you know. So that's everybody needs to stop with that crazy talk.
Well, let's clear this up. I'm Jeremy. I'm Captain Pops. I sent you an email. So wink, wink.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean, my box was worth $5 something, and I paid $4.12 shipped, and I pulled that saw, the Billy.
Oh, okay. You got the Bloody Billy. Okay, that's
cool.
Yeah.
Which is a solid $500 pop, but as you know, right now that's more like a $700 or $800 pop. But we're going on PPG. So when I said if you go on PPG and my box was $525, that wasn't the top box. That wasn't the top pull in those boxes, right?
Because no, not at all.
I see Andrew here, and he got the guy from the 300, excuse me, and I know. There was a few other. There was the Martian, wasn't it a metallic Mars Attacks guy in there?
Yeah, I still don't know who pulled. Like a lot of times people will tag me, like, you know, of course if they do YouTube, then you know, sometimes they'll send me like their video or they'll post, you know, tag me in, you know, hey, check out what I pulled or whatever. But a lot of people that don't have YouTube channels, they'll just kind of tag me in their, you know, post or whatever, or they'll send me a picture, be like, oh man, thanks, this is awesome. But I have no idea who got that alien. I never heard from them. So I, you know, and it's not uncommon because there's a lot of times where, you know, I mean, people get stuff they don't really want, you know, they're not going to put it out there. Some people don't care. Some people think it's cool. Some people share it. But, you know, I mean, everybody's different. I don't mind. Like, you know, sometimes I'll tell people like, hey, let me know who got that. Like the guy, the $75 boxes I just did, the guy that got the Sith Trooper, the one that's like almost 1,100 on PPG, you know, he tagged me, just some normal everyday guy, doesn't have a YouTube channel, doesn't have anything, you know. Same with a guy that pulled the Tupac, you know, he's just a normal dude, doesn't do YouTube, you know, told me the only reason he got an Instagram was to follow me. So, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. It's, you know,
not everybody wants to be in front of the world. We get that. I mean, it makes sense that way. Some people are very private, especially when they're spending that kind of money. And, you know, some people are in it for the investment. They don't want to be seen to the world as, you know, there might be flippers back there. Everyone has their own reasons. It makes sense.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just silly to think that. I mean, I know, and don't get me wrong. Like, there is the guys that are on to everybody, you know, that are on there that do send me messages that are like, hey, would you like to try out a mystery box? And
every day.
Yeah, when you do that. And I don't pull enough grails to be the one to do that. I tell people, you know, send them over and I will do a mail call video with it. And I will let everybody know that you hit me up, because I tell everybody honestly where the stuff came from. That's my thing. That's why some people love me and some people hate me, because I'm brutally honest. But I told him, I said, you send it over to me. I give him my P.O. box. My home address is what Paul gets. That's where he sends it to my name that he doesn't know.
Yeah,
he doesn't know my address, and he might remember, hey, that's Adam, but not my first name and my last name and my address in 2 months when I managed to get another box from them because they sell out so quick.
Right.
So
yeah, that's just, I get people try to understand. I mean, I would literally, and two, I box everything up, I stack it up, and once I print labels, I just randomly grab a box and put it on it. So I know there's conspiracy theorists out there and all that kind of stuff, but trust me, I can't sit there and be like, okay, Adam, yeah, I remember him now. Okay, let me put his box over here and let me print the label and put it over there too. And then, okay, franchise kicks. Okay, yeah, his name's Clint. And do this. I mean, come on, man. I don't have time for that.
Right, no doubt. That's no doubt. I mean,
we all need to make time for franchise kicks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just
Funko bad guy.
He's got like 7 of them flock Tony the Tigers. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, he's there.
But he buys so many boxes. Of course, he's going to win a lot. People don't look at it that way.
And that's what people have to understand too, especially a lot of people that do YouTube. They constantly buy mystery boxes, whether it's from me or Chrono Toys or Toy USA or Chalice. I mean, they're constantly buying them. So yeah, eventually they're going to hit, a Grail or two, or
that's
maybe
why they do it. And that's why they do it in that amount, because they're playing the gamble numbers. Keep gambling, you're going to hit every once in a while. That's why we gamble.
Yeah.
So your mystery boxes, they sell out like lightning fast. But what are you going to do? Another out of the box mystery box? I seen that was just like, I don't know, what was it with that? Did you expect that to happen?
Well, I've done one other out of box one before, and it did sell out pretty quick, but that's because I think I only did like 40 or 50. This one was a lot more, and but that's kind of why I wanted to do it, just because I was trying to put more out there to give more people a chance. And I know out of box is not everybody's thing, and of course I did have a lot of people message me like, oh man, I've been waiting, I'm total out of box, and I display them or I show them off or stuff like that. So but I honestly, I wasn't expecting it to sell out just because of the volume of it. And I mean, that's fine. I mean, like I said, the main reason I did so many is because I was just try to give more people an opportunity to get one. I wasn't doing it, and it just so happens that, I found a guy that had a huge out of box collection that was about to move, and, made me a pretty good deal on it. And I just that's why I decided to do, a bigger drop of those, just because I had so many. And I was like, well, maybe if people even aren't out of box, they may still get a chance to get one, because there's a ton of awesome stuff in there. I mean,
I think I have 4 or 5 of those coming to me.
Yeah, I mean, there was just that's the main reason why I got it, just because there was just so many in there that, even the inbox or out of box, you just don't see them too often, or they don't come around too often, or if you do see them, the box is just destroyed. So that's really why I got them. And I mean, I know they don't hold near the value they do with the box, but that's also why I made them pretty cheap. So I mean, so you like Ozzy Osbourne's in there, metallic Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz. I mean, even out of box, you're still talking half the value for those. And that's
so is that what you calculate?
Well, I gotta say,
about 50 to 60. Yeah.
Professor Josh, thanks for the super chat. What's up, Wink? Thank you for the $19 super chat, buddy. And I see people giving me a heart. Whenever I unbox things, right? Just my normal thing is when I show it to the camera, I say boom.
Boom.
And I did a video last week and I unboxed JFK, and I got the most garbage for unboxing a JFK.
Oh.
Boom.
And then going boom. Yeah. Oh, tacky, man. Tacky. So Paul, your boxes have so much fire in it. You must have some like inferno stuff that you actually keep. I mean, what do you keep in your own collection? I mean, because what you give away, what do you keep?
Used to I used to have I think at one point I want to say I had 2,000 or 3,000 pops. I mean, probably easy. I used to log them all into PPG, but then that got I used to get so many, and between like selling and trading and everything coming in, I kind of just stopped logging them because I was like, it's just kind of a lost cause. But then I kind of got to the point where I think a lot of people are at, where you just have so many where you're like, okay, I need to make a decision on, what I'm going to kind of stick to, or what I'm going to collect, and what am I okay with letting go of? So really with me,
the purge season.
Yeah. So really with me, I mean, it doesn't always have to be a pop that's worth $1,000. I mean, I have some that I like, that aren't worth hardly anything just because maybe they mean something to me, you know, like childhood memory or, you know, something growing up or something like that. But I mean, if I had to pick, like I really like the horror pops. I like the horror line, ad icons, and probably Freddy Funkos. I'm really big into the Freddy
Yeah,
Funkos.
dude, I'm a big Freddy Funko guy.
What's
too.
your most exclusive Freddy? Do you have any of those like 1 in 24s or anything crazy like that?
Yeah. Probably the Freddy Krueger and the Leatherface. Those are probably two of my favorites. Flock Lotso has always been a favorite of mine. But yeah, like I said, I just got to the point where I was like, you know, they're cool, and trust me, I wish I could have any and every pop that I wanted, but you know, I mean, you'd almost have to have a whole public storage unit or you know, a whole actual facility to
Warehouse.
And I mean, you can't display them all. It's just impossible. You know, it's just unless you just have crazy extra room and just start stacking them up and putting them everywhere, which, you know, I don't really want to do that. So
she needs a warehouse now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Grandma Funko does.
Yes.
What's up, Jetta? Thank you for the super chat, bro. How's it going, Ryan?
What's up, Ryan?
Yeah, I think Glamour Funko takes it for Funko Superfan. I've seen some crazy collections, but I mean, I don't know. She's just insane. Not in a bad way.
And it's growing fast still. She's not stopping or slowing down.
But yeah, it's just I think she keeps Chicago Toy Company in business.
Oh, she should be partnered by now.
I even joked around with her. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to move to Chicago, and I'm just going to open up the store, and you can just come, you know, just
come on,
what you want. Yeah, just, you know, I'll pay rent with what you buy from me."
Pretty soon it'll be the Glamour Funko store, and we are all going to be buying from her. She knows what she's doing. She's just waiting for the right time, and then she's going to kill us all with it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'd say overall though, I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram, but there's a guy called Welsh Funko. That guy has the absolute most insane collection I've ever seen. I mean, I'm talking stuff from back 2010, 11, 12, every con pop you can think of. I mean, and he usually posts pictures every day. And he posted a picture of his PPG, I think 2 days ago. And he's not like, he's not cocky. He's not trying to boast or anything. He's just, you know, people just constantly ask him. And he's not one to do that. That's why he never really posts his PPG. But he posted it a couple days ago, and I believe it was 2,000, like I want to say between 23 and 2,500 pops, and his PPG was like 202,000.
Wow.
So he's got
but I mean, he's got pops that you just don't see. I mean, just, you know, glow in the dark Count Chocula Freddy, Blueberry glow in the dark Freddy. I mean, all those just crazy.
Well, that's Slapshot Pops.
The name of the Grail.
His collection on is amazing. He's got some Freddys that are like 24-piece Freddys that were only given to employees, and like stuff that makes me jealous because I've got some fire Freddys.
Wow.
But like that, like the, you know, the bigger black and white ones, or the small black ones. Yeah. Exclusive, like one that was only given to employees. I think it's a birthday celebration one. Some stuff I don't, you know, probably will never get my hands on.
Shout out mystery box companies. Hashtag Rick, Adam, BeardofPOP.
I wish. Well, that's what I said. Like this week I did those boxes myself, so I got rid of 50 pops. But I just did a video for Monday and I opened 30 pops. So it's like a never-ending circle of destruction. So does anybody in the chat?
Or a tornado of destruction? I think that's more. It's just you're in that zone.
Let's get the chat asking some questions. What does the chat have to say?
Oh, I'm sure we got something on their minds out there.
Oh, I'm sure. My chat's just so, but yeah, no, I am. So you do keep some pops. I tried to get try to cycle through some of them too, because you can't keep all of them, and sometimes they.
I mean, you have to. You have to. I mean, it's just if people say they don't, I just don't see how that's possible. I mean, because you just can't keep every single thing. Because I mean, when I first got into it, I mean, I was one of those people. I was just going, you know, Walmart, Toys R Us, Target, Hot Topic, just grabbing whatever, you know. And the next thing you know, you're like, okay, we had 60 of these 2 weeks ago. Now we have 300. It's like, okay, let's, and like I said, I got 2 kids too. My oldest son, he's not into them as much as he used to. My youngest son, he's all over the place with what he collects. So, he's just grabbing stuff and
grabbing everything.
And whenever I get stuff, he's like, "Oh, I want that one. I want to keep it." No, you can't keep that one. That was worth $800.
Well, we got Gibbs who wants to know what's the most expensive pop you've come across.
As far as putting like pops in like mystery boxes, if that's what he means, probably. I've had 2 Planet Arlia Vegetas before that I've put in the boxes.
That's expensive.
So I would say probably that. I did.
And that's in the 5K range, right?
I think he's like 3 something, but I mean, good luck if you. Both of the ones I had were legit and they were mint. So there's some people that'll pay over PPG for those. But yeah, I believe I had 2 of those. I put in the boxes. A few months back, I did a Freddy Funko box where there was, and that's another thing about those rare Freddy Funkos, and that's what I try to get people to understand. Like, I had like the Bumble Freddy Funko, the Heat Miser. It's like PPG might say those things are worth $800. Nobody in this world
ain't gonna say that. Yeah,
no, they're not going to sell you one of those for $800.
That's just like the Mandalorians right now. I mean, you can D23 is sitting at $540, but you can't get no one to give it to you for less than $1,000 on eBay right now. So
right, and that's what I tell people too. I'm like with those Freddies that I had, and not like I was trying to push them, but I was just, I was trying to tell people. Because I know some people that do get my boxes, they turn around and resell them. I'm like, y'all need to realize these 12s, 48s, 96 pieces, like that Apollo Creed that I had that was, had the beat up whatever. Like on PPG, it has it skewed because it has the higher number one worth more than the lower number one. So I'm like, these don't come up for sale that often. That's why PPG is still showing a lot of these like $800 or $750, but that's because they don't come up for sale very often. So when I did that box, that was probably one of my favorite boxes I've ever done, just because I had so like Freddy Funko as Boba Fett. Just so many, so many crazy ones that you don't see. But yeah, like I said, just off the top of my head, I would say probably those 2, and just a lot of those Freddy Funkos I had. Those were, some of those were in the $1,000, $2,000 range.
Now we got Flash Ray who asks, what kind of mystery boxes do you do other than Funko? I recently heard you do comic boxes. Yeah,
growing up, I was big at me and my dad. We did the sports card thing. We used to go to sports card shows. I used to get a lot of autographs. And me and a couple buddies in the neighborhood, we collected comics. And I never really got into them like hardcore, but I always thought they were cool. And I didn't really look at value, of course, when I was young, but I just always looked at the cover and I was like, man, that's an awesome cover. Let me grab it, But I kind of got out of comics. I just, I kind of started growing up and just kind of lost interest in them. And then a few years ago, I kind of started, a little bit kind of dabbling, just kind of seeing what was out there. And then doing the Funko mystery boxes and having the following I actually started getting a lot of people sending me messages asking me if I would ever think about doing a comic book mystery box. So I'm like, to be honest, I hadn't really thought about it. I said, but it's not something that's, totally out of the realm of possibility. So the more messages I started getting, I was like, well, obviously people, want to see me do some comic book mystery boxes. So start buying up some comics.
What they want, right? Give them what they want.
That's what I'm saying.
Start buying up some comic collections. And I've done 2. I did one, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, I guess. And then I did one a couple weeks ago. They both were a hit. And that's what I told people. I was like, as long as they sell, I'm not saying they have, which actually they both did sell out pretty quick, but I was even telling people, I'm not expecting these to sell out like the Funko Pops because, I'm not known for the comic books yet. So I'm still kind of getting my name out there as far as that goes. But, pretty much everybody that, got them said they loved them. And the first 2 ones I did, everybody got a graded comic. And I tried to not do like any, just cheap dollar books. I mean, I tried to add some good, some variant covers, some first appearances, key issues, stuff that people want, not just, stuff that you can go get at your comics shop for, $1. So kind of same with the pops. That's why I don't do that with pops either. So I didn't want to do that with comics.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I know you, Dr. Applesauce had you on about a year ago, and he kind of asked you, how did you actually get into the mystery box game? And I know there's a lot of new collectors that have joined the community since then. And can you touch on that a little bit? I mean, I think I remember you saying you met a guy that had like $100,000 collection, and he was maybe trying to sell it or something, and you just walked in. I mean, tell us about that.
Well, I'd say one of the main things that got me into it is I used to do a lot of local stuff like shows. Me and a buddy, we used to do shows like we'd rent out like hotel, conference rooms or whatever. And we'd have like, what they call pop swaps or,
Sure.
pop meets, whatever. So we were doing that. And we would do like, just a lot of local stuff. And we'd have like little, pop shows at either mine or his house and stuff like that. And I used to buy mystery boxes, back when, I was collecting and stuff. And I just, I don't know. I was just always disappointed with what I got. I was never one of the lucky ones, I guess you could say. Never really hit anything big. I was usually losing money and not even, breaking even. And I really only
didn't have a YouTube channel, is what you're saying.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have a YouTube at all. I didn't have a YouTube, and I didn't have didn't even have Instagram. So, but so I just, I got to thinking with just the popularity I had in my area and the way I was selling pops, and then I started looking at the mystery box thing, and a few people that I used to watch on YouTube, I saw them doing mystery boxes, and it's like every time they would get one, it was like a disappointment, and I'm like, I don't know, a light just kind of went off, and I'm like, I can do better than that. I'm like, if these people keep buying these mystery boxes and they're paying, good money for them, $300 to maybe only get back $150, I just thought that was kind of crazy. So, I kind of started, just dabbling and, not to bring up the whole, scam thing with yeah, I do have to say they are one of the first ones that bought mystery boxes from me. So I mean, I can't take that away. But what they did to everybody else and what ended up happening, that was a mess. But yeah, I mean, I'd say them, the Luau, Cheap and Nerdy, Sean Ryan, a couple other people, they were kind of down from day one. And just, I just kind of reached out to a few people and was like, hey, I know y'all don't know me, but, I see y'all open up a lot of mystery boxes and y'all either, losing money or not, getting stuff you don't want, or, getting a bunch of new stuff that's still sitting on the shelves at Hot Topic or whatever. And, yeah, and I just told them, like, hey, I can do better than that. I'll give you, older stuff that you can't get anymore, vaulted stuff. And just kind of started going from there. And that's how the custom boxes started, because I also saw, everybody was just getting stuff like, man, I don't want this, I don't collect this, or I already have 5 of these. So that's why I kind of started doing the custom boxes. And, if I still could, I would, but because I mean, they were fun to do, because it's fun knowing that, you send somebody a box, they're getting good stuff or getting stuff they collect or stuff they want. But I mean, it's just impossible to do. I mean, once I started getting up to like
in the mass amounts.
Yeah, I mean, a couple thousand followers on Instagram, I was just getting messages daily, and then I'm like, it's like that's when I had to make a decision. I'm like, trust me, I'd love to keep doing these, but if I start doing these for 100, 200 people, it's going to take me forever, because I got people sending me, well, I collect Spider-Man, or I collect Deadpool, or I've been looking for this pop for 2 years or whatever, and here I am trying to, okay, let me see, let me try to find all these pops for everybody.
I asked you a month ago, I was like, hey, make me $1,000 box. You're like, man, I can't do it. I'm not opening that floodgate again. I'm not doing it.
Well,
I was like, oh.
And that's the thing. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, to be fair to everybody, I tell everybody the same thing, just because I don't want to do something for 1 or 2 people and then be like, well, hey, I asked you the same thing, a month ago, or asked you the same thing a few weeks ago. And it's just like, because
come on, man, please, come on, man, please.
Because honestly, still to this day, I get questions about the custom boxes, and I'm like, man, I haven't done those in forever. But people go on YouTube, and that's what they say, like, oh, I just saw so and so open up a custom box review. I'm like, yeah, but look at the date of that video. I was like, that was no time, recent at all. So, but yeah, that's kind of what did it. I kind of wanted to be different. I kind of wanted to, put a better box out there, I guess you could say. And so that's why I was just, I was committed to giving people stuff that, you can't really get anymore, stuff they missed out on. I wasn't going to put a bunch of, like I said, stuff that's still just sitting on the shelf somewhere, or have a million store exclusives sitting somewhere, or, ECCC pops that didn't sell out, trying to get rid of them and stuff like that. That's just not me. That's not how I do mine, and that's not how I'll ever do mine. So, and I think that's why they kind of
drop an ECCC box with all those He-Mans in it, like everybody else.
No, and yeah, that's
there's a market for it. I mean, that quick market, people will still buy it.
If you ever need any He-Mans, I got you covered, man. Or if you ever need any of these,
yeah.
I've got a case and a half of them now.
Or those, what was it? Last year's Christmas Funko Shop bundle. I saw those pops. Oh man, I still see them. I still see people pulling them out of boxes. I'm
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's
what I kept was Frankenberry.
Yeah,
those aren't vaulted yet. Not man, those are good pops.
Now, what's it? Mike had a good question. How many hours a day do you spend researching and hunting pops?
Honestly, I do this full time. I've been doing it full time for probably about 4 or 5 months now. And I'll tell you right now, man, it never ends. I'm constantly on my phone. I'm constantly, and that's what I try to get people to understand too. It's like, hey, I'm trying to get these out as fast as I can. But, you got to realize I have a life too. I have 2 kids that I raised by myself. I got 2 dogs, 2 puppies actually. And, and I have to make time for them too. So, while I try to, do all this and do all these, bigger drops to give people more opportunity, at the same time, you got to kind of realize it's going to take me a little longer, just because, I do have a life too. But honestly, as far as like, looking for stuff or, seeing like what trends are going, what pops are hot, what pops are not. I mean, it never sleeps. I mean, it's a constant, and that's another thing that, I like to think made me kind of different than just bigger companies, because, I'm constantly looking for stuff that, I know y'all like and I know y'all want, not just,
stuff you can't get normally.
Yeah, exactly. Or, stuff that, oh man, I've got 58 of these pops, and how am I going to get rid of them? Okay, well, I'll stuff them in all these boxes, and here y'all go. It's just so yeah, I'd say it's a 24/7 deal. I'm always, and I got people, that kind of look out for stuff for me. I got a couple people that, just always hit me up if they find somebody selling their collection or something. So I mean, my phone's never off.
So is your son Pop Prince Paul yet on Instagram? Is he rocking that world yet?
Yeah, it's funny. We thought about that because another thing too. And somebody asked me a little while ago if I did anything besides pops. I actually recently got into liquidations, like electronics, toys, buying liquidation pallets. Mm-hmm. I can blame that on Franchise Kicks, watching all his videos, so I kind of started dabbling in that. And I've actually even thought about making like a second Instagram and maybe selling some of the stuff that I get from those on there. Maybe even thought about doing some electronics or toy mystery boxes, just to, just something different, just to
Pallet King Paul.
Yeah, there you go. And that's funny. That's the name I was going to use.
Yeah, Pallet King Paul.
So it's kind of funny you said that, because that is the exact same name I was going to use. Because I was like, hey,
that's what you should work with. It just works.
Kind of flows with the other one. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of always looking. And recently, I also got into it's probably been a couple months. I got into super plastic. Those are really cool designer toys. It's like, I just kind of like to expand. I don't really like to just, I mean, and if you collect just one thing, that's fine. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything, but that's why I like watching a lot of different people, as far as like what they post or what they open or what they collect, because I mean, if you do that and you keep an open mind, sometimes you'll find stuff that, you never even knew was out there. And you're just like, oh man, that's pretty cool. And that's kind of what happened with the, with the super plastics and stuff like that, and the tiny ghosts and the chomps and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff out there,
I like them little janky spray cans. That thing, or the cranky.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them so far, but I'm trying to get every color. And yeah.
I've got them all. I just ordered the yellow one.
Yeah, I mean, they're just awesome. I mean, they're just, it's just a cool idea, cool concept, and it's just,
especially if you're an artist. I mean, that's
oh yeah, exactly.
I appreciate all of them. I don't like the super plastic toys. Those are the only ones that I only collect what I like.
Yeah,
those are the only super plastics ever that I'm like, oh, I'll spend $100 on that. Like people hit me up. You want to duel the little super plastic minis and stuff like that? And I'm like, I don't like them enough to spend $200 on a box.
Yeah.
But like you, I like, I got dunnies and tiny ghosts and all sorts of different things, but only what I like. So I don't, but those crankies, those things.
It's so unique.
Dude.
So I just
honestly, like
a little bit of paint. That would just be over the top.
Well, they actually have some that the designer makes, and like they just did a pineapple yellow one, and it actually has like a little bit of paint coming out of the top, and it actually has like a paint splat at the bottom where his feet are in it, and yeah, they only made like 10 of those, and he put.
I was about to say con exclusive right there.
Yeah, they sold out instantly. But I actually have a guy doing a couple customs for me right now. He actually should be done, I think, hopefully this week, and I'm gonna post them on Instagram. But I got two tiny ghosts.
I think our audio is
customs, and they're gonna be pretty sweet. Now it's funny. He said I was actually the first person that asked him to do this specific character, which I thought was crazy, as popular as it is. But yeah, I can't wait to get them and show them all, because I think they're gonna be pretty sweet.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of connection issues. Your audio's kind of faded out on us, but
yeah, that's what Mike asked. Did PKP go underwater? It should be all right.
Any better now?
It's still jarbled.
Weird. I don't know. I didn't do anything.
All right. Well, chat, you got any more questions for Pop King Paul? I know he's got a couple of things he wants to get done tonight, so we don't want to hold him up too long. We don't want to keep you hostage, but just tell me where you keep that Lotso in your house.
He's put up in a secret spot. I can't give that information away. It's privileged.
Have you ever seen the Golden Ticket 2-pack?
Not in person. I've seen it posted like twice online, and I've seen like pictures of it. And I think the two that I like, number 7, I think is the one that floats around the most, as far as like the one that's actually for sale. But I've never actually got to see it in person or hold one. But I have seen 2. I believe it was 4 and 7, but 7 is usually the one that you see kind of floating around for sale. But yeah, there's a guy that collects like a lot of the really, really rare stuff. He's got like, I think right now he's got 12 of those Freddy Funko as Venom.
He's trying to get them all, right? Yeah.
He's trying to get them all. Yeah, he's trying to get them all. And he actually had that 2-pack, and he sold that. I believe it was the glow in the dark Freddy Funko Count Chocula, and maybe the I can't remember what the other one was. It was that one and like 2 other ones. And he met the dude at like I believe it was Boom Loot, the people that own Boom Loot. He met him there at their store, and they did a transaction. It was like a $50,000 transaction. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was insane. But yeah, that's an awesome piece. And a lot of people don't even know it's out there.
Yeah. It's like it's my ultimate Grail.
Oh yeah, that's that's definitely one of the holy grail. I know a lot of people talk about the, the glow in the dark Alex DeLarge, and he actually had that too. That's what it was. It was glow in the dark Alex DeLarge, I believe glow in the dark Freddie Count Chocula in that 2-pack, and then all three sold for like 50 grand. So it's just
That's insane.
He walked into Pawn Stars. It's like, hey, right here.
Man, it's funny you mentioned that. I've been watching. I got this streaming service that I got, and they have a 24/7, like a 24/7 section, and all they play is like 24/7 whatever. And I've been watching. I don't know, man. I've been on a Pawn Stars kick lately.
It's a great show, man. It's addicting.
It's just funny. It's just funny to watch, like some of the stuff they say and some of the stuff. But there was a dude that brought in Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance of Spider-Man, and I want to say they offered him like 6,000 or 7,000 for it.
Wow.
And I'm like, why would you even take that into a pawn shop? I mean, like, why would
just to get on TV? Just to get.
Yeah, exactly. And then I know there was an episode where a guy brought in like one of those Freddy, like a Funko box from a whatever. Yeah,
I've seen that episode.
Same thing. What's funny is the guy that tried to sell that, he actually posted that in a Funko group not too long ago, because he posted the picture of when he went to Pawn Stars and what they offered him.
Oh yeah, now the value's more on them pops because now they're.
I want to say I think he was trying to sell it for 10 grand. Yeah. So yeah, it's, I don't know, crazy, but yeah.
You collect the fig pins?
Yeah, I like a few of them. I can't say they do a whole lot for me. Kind of like you with the other super plastic figures and stuff like that. There's some that you like and there's some that you don't. I only have a couple. But I mean, I think they're cool. I'm not saying I don't like them at all, but I'm just saying like they're not like when I see them, I'm not like, oh man, I have to have that. It's just but there's a couple of them that I have, and I think they've taken off, from when they and I've even had people ask me to do a fig pin mystery box, and I'm just like, well, I can't say I actively look for those. Yeah. So I don't think I'll be doing that, but
Dude,
my question behind that was just, I don't understand the boosting part of it. What does all that mean? Do you know what it is, Bob?
What?
Like boosting the fig pins and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just like who adopts them the quickest, you get more points for them, but it mainly tells you like the rarity of it and the run of it and like what number off the line it was and all that information. I like some of the pins, but dude, don't do a fig pin box because
I don't
so much slack for that, dude. Because
I don't.
There's no values.
Right.
There's no rock solid value on that item. And so Toy USA, me and a bunch of guys bought like 5 of those $50 fig pin ones.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I got a few cool pins I wanted, but I don't really believe the values on them because they're saying, oh, this box is guaranteed 50. But I mean, I could go to the store and buy 3 of the 4 pins I pulled for like $10 to $14 right now. So, the fig pins are cool. I like them. Don't get me wrong. I got all the My Hero Academia ones. Those are the ones I collect, and I like them. And I don't care what they're worth because I like them. But man, that's a bad. I don't think there needs to be a price guide or something for those things eventually.
Yeah, there may end up being one, but I think they're just too new for that. And that's what I try to tell people. I'm like, I would have to find somebody that just had a huge amount of them that was just trying to get rid of them. And even then, I don't really think I would do it. And that's what I try to tell people too. I think they're a little too new for people to already be buying a ton of them and then looking to be getting rid of them, So that's probably not something I'll do, pops, comics, the electronics, toys type stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I won't. Fig pins, I can't say I'd do that.
I did order the Mandalorian set. That'll be my first fig pin I get. I did pre-order that.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a post of that. That does look pretty sweet.
Yeah, that is a nice one. I'm excited about that one as well. But
I've been I don't know if you guys have any, but I've kind of been on a Hot Toys kick lately. But I didn't really want to go down that black hole, but man, it's the detail on those things and the quality and the posability of some of them. It's just insane.
Dude, I'm in that rabbit hole as we speak. I
Yeah.
got 2 of them I just got. I want to do a video with one, but I'm still figuring how to get the angles right.
Right. Yeah.
I love, like, Iron Man Silver Centurion is my
Yeah.
favorite Iron Man outfit. And I picked that one up, and I got a couple more. And, like, I know Cap and me both pre-ordered the Mandalorian one with the child.
Say, that's my very first
Yeah.
one. Use code Jetta Patrol, save 10%, guys.
Yeah, that's I think I've got 4 on pre-order right now, but I just got my I just got a negative, I think it's negative suit Spider-Man in. That thing is insane. But I pre-ordered like the life-size child, the Mandalorian with child, and a
Yeah,
couple
the deluxe set. That thing is sweet looking.
Oh, and I got the Wicket, because I man, growing up, I loved Ewoks. I freaking, Ewoks were a thing. So yeah, I got the little Wicket. I'm waiting on him to get here, but turnaround time on those, you got to be patient, because you will be waiting a while to get them. But once you get them and open them, you're just like, man, that was worth it.
Worth it.
Definitely.
Well, if you got anything else to say, man, we don't want to hold you hostage. I know you said you got things to do tonight. We really appreciate you coming out and talking with us. It was great to get
yeah, man. I'm anytime I'm free, or anytime I got a little extra time, I don't mind coming on. I've been on a lot of channels, and like I said, I try to give everybody a watch, but I don't have all the free time in the world to sit.
Oh, yeah, no. This isn't all about if you're
you can't know.
Yeah.
You sell 5 mystery boxes that everybody trusts.
I will say, though, I have been I was going to tell some people this, it's kind of funny. If you go back and watch like some people that I started watching, like, way back when people started first doing pop hunts, it's kind of funny to go back and watch those videos and see some of the pops you see on the shelf that they just pass over, and now they're worth like hundreds of dollars.
Right. Yep.
I was doing that. Yeah, I was doing
rails I missed on camera.
Exactly. It's just like, it's just crazy. They're just like, oh, okay, yeah. And they're just sifting through them like they're nothing. And you're looking like, oh man, grab that.
So Top Pops has missed thousands of dollars worth of
He did that video, man, and he walked by. There was a row of Tenyas. And I've done that too, way back when, because I didn't collect anime.
Yo, exactly.
And I would never have thought that would be the Grail, right?
Yeah. There's no telling. I mean, just think about it. When you used to go to Toys R Us or Walmart or wherever, Hot Topic, think about all the ones that you passed over. You're just like, I'll get it next time, or I'll get it later. And next thing you know, you can't find it, and you look it up, and the thing's worth $80. Then it's worth $200, and you're just like, man,
Well, that was that Captain Rex.
Oh yeah, that thing, man. It's just crazy how And now the hot thing is the blue box Greedo. That thing's almost $1,000. I mean, it's just weird how it's like people get on a kick, or they get a pop, and it just becomes like instantly hot, and the next thing you know, you can't find it. And yeah, just like you said, the Captain Rex, or the even the NYCC Mandalorian, or the Yennefer from The Witcher there for a while. That thing, shot up to like $200, and it's just crazy. And then it's funny, you go on Facebook, or you go on Instagram, and you see all these people. It's just like, well, you weren't talking about that pop 5 minutes ago, or when now all of a sudden it's $300. It's like, oh, I gotta have it. It's just like, I think some of it's just hype. And then some people just want it because it's hot. But then, you got the people that are, true collectors out there that really want it. But yeah, I'd say the last few months, man, have been weird. Like, as far as like pops, like, I mean, it's just, some of the stuff that, it's just like, I mean, just, you look at PPG and you're just like, whoa, I mean, it's just, or even like that Medusa pop from that's been on the Funko shop for a while. And now that thing's like $100-something. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, that's how pops are, though, man. I've been doing this for a while.
It's the vinyl stock market. I mean,
Yeah.
You can play the stocks as a kid. Buy pops and get into the stock market. You don't need to be 18. Come on down.
Then you got to cross your fingers that there's no restock. No surprise restock. Things worth $300, and then all of a sudden there's a restock, and then it's let me hurry up. And then
I call that the original Funko restock.
Funko Shop just did that with Jason and Freddy Pops. They just restocked it. I think a couple people messaged me on IG today and told me the Jason Pops and the Freddy Pops are on the Funko Shop's new website.
Yep.
And they have the chase variations. So I'm like, oh, there goes the value.
Like, is this real? Now. Funko Shop, it's got to be real. I'm like,
tell them now.
Well, I know Hot Topic just did that about maybe a week or two ago. They had the Blue Venom back up.
Oh yeah,
I got a bunch of
Parks and Recreation Pop.
Yeah, they had
Andy from Parks and Rec and a few other. Yeah, no, and I mean the value just.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, it's like you don't know whether to be mad or be happy. It's like, I guess if you already have them and you bought them as an investment and you're trying to make money, I guess I could see you being mad about it. But then again, it's like, if you've been doing this for a while, I've heard rumors that there's still warehouses full of like Planet Arlia Vegetas and stuff like that, and some pops that even the blue chrome Batman and the green chrome Batman. I've heard there's still a lot of those that haven't been
Judge Dredd, those Judge Dredds, Macho Mans. There's some big time pops that they still are releasing to dealers that are
or maybe there's dealers that bought them early and have stored them away for that purpose, and they're just waiting to capitalize on that.
Well, that's like, I know a guy that I buy from every once in a while, and he usually has some, he doesn't have like crazy expensive stuff, but that's like, he messaged me the other day. He had 2 full cases. These are sealed cases of V for Vendetta. And I'm just like, dude, how do you do this? And he's just like, hey man, they're out there. He's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. He goes, I can get cases, sealed Funko cases of some older pops. And I mean, he sent me a picture of them. I mean, sealed cases of V for Vendetta. That's crazy. But I saw it with my own eyes.
No, there is. I know. I know. I get enough people hit me up and tell me about that there is still cases of these, and they're sold by Funko.
Yeah, like exactly.
Funko. They're even on Funko clearance lists for dealers sometimes.
Wow.
Yep. It's insane that they still have that stuff out there.
I know. It's it's one of those things. Like I said, you could have a pop that you think is super rare, super valuable, and like I said, they do a restock of them, or somebody finds a pallet of them, and the next thing you know, they're all over the place. But that's just how it is.
Franchise Kicks finds a pallet of something.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, that's who got me into kind of dabbling a little bit. Like I don't think I want to buy, like, because I know he buys like pallets of anything. I mean, he'll buy candy, electronics, home goods. I mean, health and beauty,
all of it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like and it's really fun too. That's another reason why I want to do it, because when we got our first boxes, because I started doing like researching, and if you research, like, I'm not sure where you guys live, but I live in Texas, and it's the Dallas-Fort Worth area is a major hub for one of the Amazon return warehouses.
Right? But no, they're only on the West Coast. I live down in Florida. We don't have any of those return warehouses down there. But when I went to visit my wife's family, her uncle was like, "Yo, I go to this warehouse there. He has the app opened up. It shows every product that comes in. You bid on it." When I literally drove from Indiana back to Florida with a 150-inch projector, all electronic, it was like a $700 thing, and it was returned to this Amazon. And it was still sealed in the box with the receipt on it.
Well,
I think I paid $90 for it.
Well, that's what I do too. I go up to Indianapolis where Clint goes. That's how I know Clint.
Right.
I used to do a lot more pallet flipping. I have a storage locker for it before YouTube. Now I don't have as much time to do it anymore. But that's exactly. I go online and you can bid on them, and then you can go up there during the week and pick them up.
That's the only thing. You got to pick it up.
Like between 2 and 5.
Yeah, you gotta pick it up.
Yeah.
And then it's a shit show to try and find it in some of the warehouses. It's just a madhouse.
Oh yeah, the one that's the one that I found that was like about 45 minutes to an hour for me. It's like I go and it's almost like that they wanted to keep themselves hidden. I'm like, I don't see any signs, and it's like I had to, they're in this little warehouse district with all these suite numbers, and I'm like, okay, is that it? Is that it? And I'm like walking in, hey, is this the liquidation? No, sorry, that's that's over there. And then you walk up, and they just have this little tiny sign, and I'm like, why? What are y'all, Secret Service or something? I mean, it's not that, put a sign out there or something for people to know. But yeah, man, it's fun. Like, my oldest son, he collects vinyl records. I can't tell you how many vinyl records out of there. And just like you said, man, a lot of the stuff you get, it's immaculate. You do get the trash and you do get, but the stuff that works and the stuff that's in good condition, maybe just open box, outweighs,
it covers the losses. Yeah.
It outweighs the stuff that's broken or doesn't work by a long shot. So,
because I lost, I bought some, I was all hooked while I was there. I spent a lot of money, and I lost, ended up buying a hoverboard and everything. The hoverboard didn't have the power cord with it, but I still took a chance on it. But I mean, literally, I bought a $700 projector that was brand new for $90. And the funny thing, thing's like 20 foot long, and we literally had to tie it to the top of my truck. We drove home like the Griswolds, 3,000 miles, and I'm like, no. And I bought a professional basketball hoop. Oh, it was ridiculous the way but we made it home. You tie it down and you slap the hood and you go, that ain't going nowhere.
Right.
We made it home. I'm actually glad we don't have a warehouse close enough, because I'd be broke. I'd be buying everything in them places.
Oh man, I know. I gotta stop myself, because I'm like, I'll always be looking on there, and it's like they're always posting pictures about, oh, we just got this whole pallet of Amazon electronic returns in, or we got this whole pallet of a whole truck of toys in, or something like that. And it's like, you want to run down there and buy it all, but you can't.
Oh no, what happened to Cap?
Uh-oh.
He'll be back.
He disappeared on us.
Oh no. Yeah,
he's going to buy a pallet. He got so excited.
We got him so excited. He's off. No, that's the same with me. Before I did YouTube, I was big on eBay and selling like that. And then when I started doing YouTube, I'd sell some pops on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
But and the electronic stuff. But it just now because I have a full-time job,
right?
So, it's too hard because you get the Amazon stuff and you got to go through it. You got to take tags off of it. You got to test all of it. You got to make sure everything's tip top. And then if you need to list it on eBay, then you need to learn about it, make sure it doesn't have a product recall, all of this stuff before you list it. And a lot of times those things are very specific. So it takes more time to post. Like you could post a pop very easily. Like this is the pop you're bidding on. This is what you're looking at. That's what you're going to get. That's it. But when you're listing, like, I got this one pallet that was electronics and it had quite a bit of baby stuff in it. They all have stuff in it. Everything has something baby. And it was those bottle warmers. Or, what was it? The bottle warmers and I think the formula makers. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like a machine. And like you try to figure out how to list that on eBay.
Right.
Word.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they're fun to go through. And that's, when I first started getting them and first started getting the first couple in, I had, I got lucky and got a couple home run items, like you get those one or two items that pay for the whole thing, and you're just like, man, the whole second or third box we're going through is all profit. But yeah, like you said, it's time consuming because, they put those labels over the original labels. So you have to take those off to try to scan it to figure out, how much it's worth or some of that stuff you get, you don't even have a clue what it is. It's like, man, what is this thing? Who uses this and what is this used for?
I have a few of those things downstairs too. Like it comes in a bag and you're like, what was this? Oh, here, Cap's back.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, my laptop died.
We thought you got excited and went down to buy a pallet.
Yeah. I had to go get to it just came up on the app. I had to run and get it real quick.
Right?
Pop Fanatic keeps hitting up the chat asking, has anybody heard of this company, Toy Drop?
I saw a lot of posts today about it. That's about it.
Yeah, I saw the Michael Jordan go up on there and a couple of Goonies pops. People asking me, I was just telling them, me personally, I've never dealt with them. So if I don't deal with a company or if I've never bought from them, I don't really like to say yay or nay, just because, I mean, they could be totally legit, but I didn't want to tell them too much just because I've personally never bought from them. I don't have an experience with them. So, I don't really want to give wrong or right information. So I had a lot of people hit me up about those, but I just told them, like, man, buy at your own risk. Honestly, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. I know Diz Pop shared it. I trust his page. So, give it a shot, guys. Kill me later.
Yeah.
Kill me later.
Well, I get so many people hitting me up like, would you like to buy one of my boxes? Would you like to buy one of my boxes? And I'll go to their IG page and I'll look at how many boxes they've dropped, if they have a web page, how many followers they have. And I mean, Cap, in one of our chats that we're in with the A-Team group, right? We brought up one of these guys who was hitting us up about these Disney boxes. And the dude had like
$130, $200 guaranteed.
$230, 200 guaranteed. Dude had like 6 followers, and it didn't seem like he'd ever sold a box before. And we're all like, scam alert. You just got to use your best judgment, guys.
Yeah, and I get a lot of that too. I get a lot of people messaging me, and kind of the same thing. I just tell them, like, hey, if I've never heard of them, if I don't know who they are, I can't say yay or nay. I mean, but I'm kind of in the same boat. If you've got 10 followers and you're trying to sell 100 mystery boxes,
red flag.
Yeah, I mean, and I even get people too asking me if, hey man, I'm looking to get into the mystery box game. Can you give me some pointers? Da da da. And I'll talk to them for a little. Yeah, exactly. But then they start asking me, like, hey man, would you mind if maybe I put your name on these too? And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't do the collab thing, because if I don't know you, I'm not saying, and that's what I tell them, like, you could be 100% legit, you could be 100%, all these pops you say you may have them, but I can't risk putting my name on something, especially if I've never heard of you and you've got like 20 followers, and you're posting pictures of all these pops, and whether I know you have them or not. I've built mine from the ground up by myself.
You are the king. You're gonna have haters, so you got to protect yourself, man.
Yeah, I can't risk that. This is my livelihood. This is what puts food on the table. So, and I try to tell people, I'm like, no offense, but there's some bigger companies out there that post pictures of pops that people send me pictures of, like, hey, do you really think they have these? These kind of look like they're cropped, or these kind of look like they got them off eBay or Mercari or whatever. And I'm like, man, I have no idea. If you have a bad feeling about it, that's my thing. If you have a gut feeling about it, whether it be good or bad, just go with that. I mean,
dude,
that's all I can say.
I pulled that stall from you, and I have 13 messages on IG from the first 2 days from people saying, dude, you should really check the authenticity of that. Paul's sometimes shady. And I told him, I'm not even going to tell you what I told him, because I don't speak like that. But I told him that is absolutely the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life, and that dude knows his pops better than Funko. And there would no way, like, I wouldn't. And number one, I know pops. And the minute I pulled it, I told people, I said, you really tell? It's the sticker. The sticker has a fold on it. The fake one doesn't have a fold on it. That you don't need to open it. You don't need to analyze it under a microphone. And if there was a microscope, and if there was one person that I trusted with Grail pops, it would be Paul. That's why you don't buy from some of these shady companies. And I'm not going to mention all of them. You guys will see some tomorrow, because there's actually, I'm doing an Amazon box video tomorrow. And there is a couple companies that people buy off of that sell boxes on Amazon. They dump off garbage. Yeah. And yeah, while you're on here, I won't, you won't hear the names of these or nothing, because, you're Paul and I'm not saying anything. But tomorrow, guys, you got to check it out, because you're going to be amazed at two of the companies that when I opened the boxes up, the business cards that were in there, and you guys buy off of them, and one of them I've heard nothing but bad things about, and I never will buy. But I'm just like, that's shady.
Yeah, and that's the thing too about that Billy Pop. Yeah, there's a ton of fakes out there, but just like you said, the sticker and also the eyes. Like on the fake ones, the rounds of the eyes is like maroon. But like if it has the bright red, you know, I mean, between that and the sticker, but trust me, I look at my pops, and especially the ones that are faked a lot, like that one or the Captain Spaulding's or whatever. You know, I'm looking those over and I'm double, triple checking, and you know, that's one thing you know, unless it's just some crazy, you know, perfect fake that they, you know, some person did that you just can't tell, there would be no way that I would be sending out fake pops. That's just not me.
No. And that's what I tell people, because I'm like, you know, people, somebody who watches me, people who watch me have been super generous. And somebody sent me Pennywise as Freddy, because I didn't have him yet, the Freddy Pennywise.
It happens, guys. It happens.
They're all
Look
like,
at this fake.
oh, somebody sent you a fake.
Like read it's Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's yeah, I gotta get that.
Look, but you knew that one was fake?
No, I literally, when I first started collecting, I immediately started getting ads all through my Facebook. Buy this pop, and I literally bought this pop because I thought it was, you know, Stanley. I didn't know the difference. It showed up in a bag from Japan like 9 months later, completely smashed and demolished. And then I, you know, looking closer, there's not even anything on the bottom of the box. It's like legit fake. So I immediately blocked that account, opened a dispute, got my money back. And then a month later, I see another sponsored ad. I'm like, oh, but this one's good. So I bought this one. And it ends up, then I get the receipt, and the receipt was from the exact same company that I bought this fucking fake from. And so it happens. So read the fine print. Watch where you're spending your money, because there's a market for these things. It happens, and look,
some people make them. Some people make them in the first place. Like I, you know, collect autographs, pops, and I go to a lot of conventions before all this virus stuff happened. And Jerry the King Lawler doesn't have an actual pop, but he had a custom pop made for you to buy and have autographed, and it looks horrible. It looks like something from like one of those twisted seasons of American Horror Story. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but he's wearing like a spiked collar and like the leather suit. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But I keep those as trophies now, just to remind me. Read the fine print. You even put a post the other day, guys. Read the fine print on if you're spending money. Read the description on these boxes you're buying. It doesn't get any simpler than that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take the time to do it. I mean, if people are taking the time to put all of it, you know, sometimes it could be a shady deal where, you know, if you actually read it, you might keep yourself from getting into a situation like that.
But see a red flag in there. Read.
Yeah.
Pop and Duo. I've never heard of that. He said Pop and Duo said they have a Captain America 2017 convention pop that he pulled from a mystery box, and he thinks it's fake. I've never heard of that one being faked before, though.
I'm sure there's a market for everything. I mean,
yeah, but you know, those companies, like they don't, pops don't cost that much to produce, but to make something fake, it has to be something that and they don't make everything fake. You go look on eBay, it's like Freddie Pennywise and some expensive Stan Lees. They don't even fake very expensive.
I was going to say that it seems like I've heard a lot of chatter in the community that a lot of people are buying fakes now of these really rare pops just to kind of have it in their collection.
Yeah.
So
and those are customs.
I haven't heard about that. Well, yeah, that too. Some people do post pops, you know, as customs, you know, but then there's some people that don't specify that. But yeah, I mean, I see Facebook is like cluttered with, oh, can I get a legit check, or is this legit?
Don't buy it, Facebook.
And some people, and it's just like, you know, they're not going to fake a $10 pop. I mean, and if they do, most of the time, I mean, it just looks absolutely horrible, you know. But yeah, the more expensive ones, you know, like the Planet Arlia Vegetas, a ton of fakes of those, the Billies, Unmasked Jason. That's really what they're going. The Indiana Jones, SDCC. That's what they're going after because there's money in those. I mean, they're not going to take a I don't know, a Thor, that was made last year. I mean, it's not really, there's no benefit of doing that really.
It's just like buying a knockoff Louis purse for your wife, right? They sell the popular brands.
Right. They're not gonna they can't, when people ask me about like some of the really limited ones, they're like 20
real, babe.
Or like 100. Usually those don't get fake because they're so limited that they don't ever come up for sale. But like, Freddie Pennywise was like the fakest one. And people, when somebody sent me one as a gift, they were like, oh, that's a fake. And I was like, no. And then I have a fake. I know the difference between the real and the fake ones. But that one a ton. Like all of those are faked. And
I don't barely.
But when you look at the Billy, you can tell like immediately. Like you look on
eBay, you can tell.
I can go, bam, that's a fake.
Yeah,
boom. Boom.
Bam there. I said bam there, didn't I? Oh, leave me alone. That's just what I say.
Boom.
And awesome a lot. And I take pauses. So you could leave me alone.
Don't make me come over there, Bob. Don't make me come over there. Get out of the way, Paul. Let me at him.
Right. Let me stay in between y'all. Settle down.
No, I need to make a t-shirt that says boom. Everybody's already told me, so I need to make it, but I got to sell the Iron Beard ones.
Just don't put JFK Pop on the front.
All right. Well, you good, or you got to go, or what, Paul?
Oh, I'm good. I probably about another maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
All right, cool. Does anybody have any other questions on there for Paul? Cap? Hey, thanks, Linda. What's up?
Get some light on.
What is other than Funko Pops? What's your main collection? Like, what started you to be a collector?
I'd say as far as pops go, I think I got into those. I think it was SDCC 2015, I want to say. And I didn't even know what pops were really until my youngest son had come in one night and he was on his tablet and he was like, "Hey, can you get me these for Christmas?" And it was some WWE pops. And he showed me, like I said, I had no clue what they were. And I thought they were, being WWE, I thought maybe they were something exclusive to, so I'm on WWE Shop trying to figure out what, so then I asked him, I'm like, well, what are those, what are they called? And that's what he told me. He's like, oh, they're Funko Pops or whatever. And I'm like, well, where do you get them? And that's when I kind of started going online. And then I realized, they were.
That's when the hook gets set.
I mean, like never in a million years would I thought like Hot Topic or Box Lunch or FYE. Like I never would have thought in a million years those places, sold.
And I go there 3 times a week now.
Yeah, and so I just kind of started looking, and that's when I started seeing that, what a chase was, what a grail was, and all this, all these different, pops that are made specifically for cons, and sorry, dogs are attacking me now. But I had them downstairs trying to keep them from they get kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, I just I kind of got to say my youngest son's the one that got me into pops because I had no clue what they were until he wanted some of them, and then I ended up finding those, and that's when I kind of started. I was like, man, these are actually pretty neat. And then what I thought was so cool about pops was it's like they had something for everybody. It's like it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you collect, what you like. If
everybody's a fan of something.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of what So, but other than
Pop Prince Paul started it all. Okay,
there you go. but yeah, I mean, I actually was collecting some like retro video games for a while. I got into that, old school like NES and Super Nintendo and N64. Like, I never realized there was such a market for that stuff either, and kind of started getting some of those, and I kind of started getting into sports cards again, just because I like the way some of the companies are doing like as far as the rare cards and the autographs, it's like authenticated right on the back, instead of back in the day, you pull an autograph card from a pack and it's like, it's not authenticated. So, it's like, everybody's like, it's fake, because we went through that whole, those whole, like, what was it, about 3 years where, everybody was faking sports autographs like it wasn't, and it just ruined it for a while. It really did. But
lots of episodes on Pawn Stars of that.
Yeah. But now it's like, I mean, there's some companies that are doing, I mean, they got some really awesome cards, and, with the autographs, it's already automatically authenticated on the back. So you don't have to worry about if it's real or not. So, not get into it as hardcore as I was when I was younger, but, just trying to get people that I like, people that I follow, whatever, so stuff like that. And then other than that, just, I'd say, I got a few comics that I like, the Super Plastics, the Tiny Ghosts, the Chomps, just
and on. What about Funko Soda? Funko Soda?
Just a little. Yeah, I actually like those. I can't say that I have any right now that I, there's some that I really like the ad icons ones. Like the Chase, what is it? The Yummy Mummy and the Fruit Brute, and those are awesome. Like I like all the old school, like the Count Chocula, Frankenberry, all those are sweet. Like there's some of those that I really like, and I think those actually took off pretty good. I mean, there was, I wasn't sure at first, but some of those are really sweet looking. I mean, I think they're cool. I like them, and they're not like, they don't take up a whole lot of room, and you can display them. They're pretty easy to display. So, I think they're sweet.
I'm just glad I was able to start with the ad icons, because obviously that line with Funko Pops goes way back, and I don't got $100 grand to get the whole set. But with this, I was able to start from the beginning. I've got them all, and I'll continue with that. And I enjoy the Batman set as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool. And I mean, I even think some of the mystery minis are cool. I mean, I don't really get into them, hardcore, but if it's something that I really like, or if it looks really cool, I mean, I'll grab it. But I think so. I think some of those are pretty sweet too.
When are we gonna get our first Pop King Paul exclusive?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have to see. I'm trying to think about maybe working on some merch right now. Maybe some shirts. So yeah, I've been had a lot of people hitting me up asking me about that. So I thought about maybe just doing some shirts. I know the Luau man, he's got like shirts, hats, boxers.
Is he paying you? Because you're just plugging him all night long. You owe him a check, Luau.
Nah, man, he's a cool dude though.
Yeah, he's
a good guy, man.
Good guy. I've been friends since the beginning. He helped me get a start by doing a shout out for me.
Yeah,
he's a great dude. No, and he does. He has like 14 logos, 37 shirts, 47 hats.
right.
I'm about to overtake him on the amount of merch. But he's killing it with the merch.
Hey, you're a Funko collector. We like variants, so keep them coming. We like variants.
Oh yeah, you gotta have at least 3 or 4 of each, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
My wife won't let me. No.
Yeah.
Andrew takes him in candy. Andrew sent me a box that weighed like 42 pounds a couple weeks ago, filled with.
Oh yeah. He sent me he hit me up. I think this is the second time he sent me one, but I told him, I was like, dude, if you're gonna do it, you better hurry, because it's already, here in Texas, it's already 100 degrees. So luckily he sent it a few weeks ago, and it got here fine. But I told him, I was like, man, you're gonna cost me a dentist bill or something. I'm like,
that's what I told him. I said, he's on a diet losing weight, and he sent me 14 pounds of candy. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
He knows how to sweeten the deal.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he asked me. He's like, "Hey, your kids like chocolate, right?" I was like, "Oh yeah, man, yeah." So, yeah, he sent me like like a medium-sized priority box. Just
box.
Yeah,
Dove bars and Dove candy.
Oh yeah,
Twix.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That's what I told him. Yeah, I was like, yeah, man. He sent me like probably 10 of those Milky Ways, the one with just the caramel. I was like, dude, those are like my weakness.
Oh, dude,
I think I've already killed those.
So is he Willy Wonka or is he the luau? What's going on here?
those were great. I loved
He's
those.
a little bow. Yeah, he's Luau Wonka.
There it is. I need some of them sweets. I got a sweet tooth. Fox
He's
Crown, keeping it foxitive with a $25.
Fox, he's great. He did he sent me a Star Wars mystery box, and he sent me that Boba Fett helmet, the Lego helmet, which I was pretty excited about. I like Legos too, but he sent me that Lego helmet. Those helmets are cool, but I couldn't find anyone except that fighter pilot, and it's all black. When you look online and watch the people do it, you have to get lighting on it to see it because it's all black Lego. So you can't really see the layers or anything. Into Lego. I know everybody loves the Legos. Professor Josh had asked what was the most expensive collection you ever bought.
Let's see.
Did the armor truck roll up?
Man, that's hard. I'd say PPG wise, not really what I spent on it, but PPG wise was probably I'd say so far probably like 40K as far as PPG goes.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean I get a lot of, and I've bought a lot of collections. I mean it's hard to keep up, but I think I want to say that was probably the most expensive one. And I want to say I bought that even before I started doing mystery boxes. This was back when I was doing more like the local stuff and selling on eBay and stuff like that. This was a local guy that I'd known for years. And, I always joke with him because whenever we go to the shows, me and him we were kind of known as, the guys to go to for Grails. And so I kind of told him, I was like, hey man, if you ever get out or, you ever, get tired of doing this, let me know. I'll buy all your stuff. We'd always kind of joke. Yeah, we kind of joke back and forth. He'd tell me the same thing. I'd be like, oh yeah, cool. And yeah, sure enough, he finally told me, he's like, man, he's real big into vintage toys and comics too. And he said he wanted to focus more on that. So he pretty much told me, he's like, man, come over and we'll talk. And yeah, I want to say his PPG was like 40, it's like 40 or 41, somewhere around there. And I mean, we both agreed on a price. I think that was fair. I wasn't, and that's another thing. I don't offer you like 40 or 50%, like most people. If you've got, if your collection is mostly Grails and it's mostly good stuff, I don't mind paying for it because I know I'm going to get it back. I'm not trying to, give you pennies on the dollar. So,
okay.
I know there's some companies out there, I'm not going to say any names, but yeah, they're stuck on 40, 50% no matter what you have. And then I'm looking at it like, where are you finding these people that you're buying this stuff from? Because it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't understand. You're offering them 40, 50% and you're getting all this stuff. And it's like, man, I wish I could talk to them because we'd be making a better deal than that because, that's kind of my thing. I think I'm pretty fair when it comes to that because, like I said, at the end of the day, I know I'm going to make money too. So I'm willing to offer you a fair amount, and not just, pretty much just try to get your stuff for nothing, and then you're like, man, I wish I could have gotten
You're building customers, not one-time buyers,
Right. And that's the thing. And that's, and I've actually had people where I've bought their collections a couple times over. Like there's a guy that lives, about 30, 45 minutes from me. I bought his collection maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. And he hit me up a few months ago and he was like, man, I know I told you I wasn't collecting anymore. He goes, but yeah, I've got about, 300 or 400 more pops I'm looking to get rid of. And he's like, because there's a couple of local guys to me that, pretty much when anybody posts, they know who are the guys that, that buy collections in the area.
Sure.
And they're kind of known for, trying to offer, really low ball amounts. So yeah, he hit me up. He was like, dude, you were fair with me last time. You offered me way more than anybody else. So I thought I'd hit you up first. And me being fair the first time, he even made me a better deal, because what I offered him, he was like, man, you know what, since you were fair to me the first time, he goes, I'm going to offer you this deal this time just because, I need the money. And I know you were way better than the other guys trying to, lowball me and pretty much give me nothing. So that's why I like to do that too, because I think, if you're fair with people and you do the right thing, it can come back and tenfold. And so that's why when people hit me up and I get people like, man, I messaged so-and-so and they were only going to give me this. And I'm like, well, that's, I'll give you more.
You saw a problem and you created the solution, and you're ultimately successful for it, man. So
now, Trips asked a good question, which I answered for you, but I do want to hear if there's a different answer. He asked, "Is there any secrets to getting your mystery box?" I answered that you have to think fast and have the IG notifications turned on.
Yeah, I get people asking me that too, and I tell them I'm not on the buying side, of things or on my website, so I don't really know. I can't really say what's the best way or anything like that. But I've heard people
say, YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've heard people say, be already logged in on PayPal, maybe on your phone or your computer. Right. And then, get on as soon as it goes live. But yeah, I mean, that's what I try to tell people too. A lot of times it sells out so quick because, a lot of times I don't do the really big drops like I did these last few. Like sometimes it may only be, 40, 50, 60 boxes, and, with 12,000 followers, they're going to go quick. So, that's why I try to, the bigger drops are harder to do, but I try to do them every once in a while just because I know a lot of people, they miss out or they can't get them. So, I try to do those every once in a while. I wish I could do them all the time, but I mean, if people just understood what all went into it, trying to get 300 boxes out or 500 boxes out, it's
tough.
A lot of work, people, a lot.
Yeah, I'm a one-man show, and 50 boxes takes a long time.
Oh, it does.
I couldn't even. It blows my mind.
Yeah,
it blows my mind.
Because I don't think people understand that. You have to go through. You got to make the post. You got to sell them. Then you have to print labels. You have to box them up. You have to tape them. You have to put the labels on the boxes. Then you have to set up the pickup for, UPS or, whoever come to pick up the boxes. So, it's not like these boxes are just magically made. And as soon as you buy them, it's like, boom, they're going out the next day. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. You got
customer service when UPS punch your box across the yard and
or they don't show up. I can't tell you how many times lately I've had pickups and they don't even show up. It's just like, and I've even called, I called customer service the other day and they're telling me, well, I'm sorry, sir, we're just really understaffed right now. And, so, and that's what I try to tell people. That's why I made that post the other day, because, I'm trying to relay to them, what I'm being told, because, it's frustrating for me, because I'm trying to get them out as quick as I can. But at the same time, if UPS or post office doesn't come to pick up the boxes, it's kind of, it's frustrating for me. So that's why I called. And, and I understand, shipping is crazy right now. I mean, I've got, sure. I just had $1,500 worth of pops, perfect example right here. It was 5 pops, $1,500 worth. Shows got delivered today to my house. Never got them. So, now I've got to figure out, did they deliver it to the wrong house? Did they even deliver it at all?
Oh, someone's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I hope not. Because crazy enough, what it is, it's 2 OG Notorious B.I.G.s, 2 OG Tupacs, and a Reggae Rasta. So, I want those, and it's just like, so I got the alert today and I was home and that's what I told the lady when I called. I'm like, look, I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning. My dogs, when they're downstairs, all you have to do is walk on my porch and they're yappers. They just start barking. So when I got the alert it was delivered, I walk open my door and I don't see anything. And I mean, my stomach just dropped. I'm like, are you serious? So yeah, now we got to do a big investigation on that. And hopefully it turns up, because like I said, that's 5 really good pops that I'd hate to, just be lost out there.
Yeah.
I'd like to be on the finding end of it though. Sorry, but it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. But yeah, it's just crazy. And then I have another package that's been sitting. They sent it on the 6th, and it's been sitting in California, and it bounces from like hub to hub to hub to hub in California. And I'm like, okay, is this thing ever going to leave California, or is it just going to, I mean, it's
everyone's like, I ain't touching it. No, I ain't touching it. No, man, I ain't touching it. You Lysol that, man? I ain't touching it.
It's just, shipping is bad right now. And that's what, that's why I try to get people to understand. I'm like, look, I'm waiting on stuff too. I've had stuff that I've been waiting on for weeks, that either, hasn't been scanned or sitting at a hub somewhere, or, shows in transit for 8 days, so that's what was frustrating about this, because those pops that just showed up today, he met or didn't show up, but, he mailed those on the 8th, and they just got to me. And now, like I said, they show delivered, and, no box. So that was tough.
That answered a few people in chat's questions asking you. So earlier, some people asked, we skipped it, but if you had that Notorious B.I.G. OG pop or the metallic one.
I've had the metallic one a couple of times. I haven't had it recently, but I just had the OG Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. in the $75 boxes. I got tagged in on those. Somebody did pull those. But yeah, I had 2 more Tupacs, one with eyebrows, one without, and two more OG Notorious B.I.G.'s and the Reggae Rasta. And like I said, got the alert that they were delivered. And the crazy thing is I literally checked 15 minutes. Like, it shows it delivered at 3:15. 3:30, I was opening my door and nothing there. So it's just like, I'm hoping, I've got my fingers crossed that, they figure it out, but man, I don't know.
Well, you do have a drop coming up soon though, don't you? Because I saw your teaser pictures.
Yeah, I'm already starting. That was just kind of like, something just to, because I get people out, hey man, when's the next drop? When's the next drop? So I'm like, well, let me just throw this out there so everybody can kind of look at some stuff for a little while. But yeah, I want to. I'm probably. I'd say probably next. I'm shooting for next weekend, just because I've got a lot of stuff that I'm waiting to come in. But like I said, with shipping the way it is, I don't want to say a specific date and time.
Right.
Until I actually have everything, because I've made that mistake before of, oh yeah, it's going to be here. It's going to be here.
You can't say that, no, until you know. I know that. Some people were asking, and I follow you on IG, so I saw a little teaser post to some of the fire that's going to be in that box, and I was just
I'm gonna be doing another. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing another. Just because these last few rounds were a little like cheaper, on the lower end. I'm gonna be doing like another kind of higher end box. I don't really know the price point yet, just because, like I said, I still got a lot of stuff I'm waiting on. I got a lot of stuff to go through, but yeah, it's gonna have a lot of good stuff on it in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be another higher end box, though, right?
Yeah, just because, and that's what I tell people too. It's like, I have so many followers. It's like I get messages, so I try to do a little bit of everything, because I have those followers that like the cheaper stuff, and then I have those followers that just want, I get people asking me to do $1,000 boxes like all the time, and I'm just like, to me, $1,000 box is more of it's a real limited. If I did something like that, it would be a very low run of boxes. But I mean, I think they would still sell just because of the amount of messages I get asking for them. But I mean, I try to keep it, even if it is a higher end box. I mean, I try to keep it somewhat reasonable, just so more people do have a shot at it. But so that's why I kind of try to flip back and forth. Like with these, I did a $75 and I did like $340 or whatever it was. So next one I do, it'll probably, I'll go back up a little bit to the people that want the higher end stuff. But yeah, there's going to be, as long as everything makes it here, well, those that I had coming today were going to be a part of that. And like I said, I'm hoping, got my fingers crossed, they still find that. Yeah, because those are going to be a part of plus what I just posted yesterday and what I got coming this week. So yeah, it's going to be some good stuff. So let's just hope it all makes it.
I don't usually order like
for you. We're praying for you.
Yeah,
I think
that was tough today.
It's the biggest one I ever ordered.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had to say right now, I'd probably plan on. It's probably going to be maybe in that range again, maybe the $300 to $400 range. But there's gonna be a bunch of grails, and I'm gonna try to keep it, kind of like what I posted yesterday, stuff that's like in the $50 and up range. Not because that's what I like to do when I do the bigger boxes. I like to keep it, pops that are at least like maybe like 50-60 bucks a piece and up. And then when I do the cheaper boxes, I'll throw some, $15, $20, $25, but I'll also throw, a lot of grails in there too. So, but yeah, this next one, as long as everything makes it and everything gets here, and like I said, hopefully they find that box that I was supposed to get today, and there's gonna be a lot of good stuff in there.
I'm excited about him. You're the only one I trust to buy a box that expensive from. I don't usually buy boxes that expensive, and
right.
I keep trying to get them, but they sell out super quick. So I was happy to get $400.
You gotta be quicker than that.
No, you're the only one, because the other ones I really just,
Well, and I appreciate that, and that's my thing too. That's why, without saying names or going into too much stuff,
right?
That's why I like to put, when I post pictures of my pops or my grails, I put them all together. And I like to take a picture of all of them together. Like, I'm not going to take 20 grails and just have a single picture of each one and put it and like crop it basically to where it looks like I got it from somewhere else. Because to me, even if you didn't do that, to me, that still looks odd. I mean, It's like, if you've got 20 grails going into a drop, why wouldn't you take all those 20 grails, stack them up like I do, and just take one big picture of them? It's like, why is every one of your grails a single picture, and they all look, and you can see the backgrounds and they all look different. I'm like, I don't know. To me,
red flag, guys, red flag.
I mean,
and also, guys, Paul sells on Instagram, so the people who find him have to be on Instagram. So it's only logical that he's going to, when you go to his profile and click where he's tagged, that there's going to be tags of people hitting grails. And you can see that people hit grails. Those other guys who are scamming and not really sending grails out, go to their page. Go look at where they're tagged. They sell on Instagram. Why wouldn't people tag them when they hit a grail?
Yeah. And
that's how I look. I mean, Paul has hundreds of people who tag him.
Yeah.
Look at my grail. Look at my grail. Go to YouTube, type in Pop King Paul. You could see proof of half of his $400 boxes that everybody hit fire, and that fire was great condition. Other people, you can't do that with.
Money.
That's why we always trust Paul.
Well, and that's why, and that's the thing. That's why I try to get people to tag me, because, I especially for newer people that maybe don't know me or just started following me, that, don't know me from the Man in the Moon. That helps me get my name out there. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, I want people to see, that's what they're getting. And two, I have an actual Facebook page too, that's Pop King Paul. And I tell people too, hey, post what you get on here, post pictures, show people what you're getting, because
I don't. You're advertising, you're trying to sell the next box, man. You want to show that they're getting the heat.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, and I want people to see too that, there's normal Joes out there that are getting, just like the guy that got the Tupac and the Biggie and the Sith Trooper. I mean, these are just guys that I don't know them from Sam, and they don't even have a YouTube, and they barely get on social media to begin with, but yet they're hitting, $1,000 pops, $500 pops, $700 pops, but like I said earlier, at the end of the day, of course, there's going to be YouTubers that hit grails too, because there's so many people that do YouTube, and there's so many people that buy mystery boxes to open up on their channels for content. I totally get it. So, right. And it doesn't even have to be a box from me. It could be a box from, whoever. But I mean, yeah, they're going to hit grail.
Not eBay.
No.
Just
I'll
that.
guarantee you can watch a lot of my videos. Not eBay. Not eBay.
Yeah, I get people asking me that too sometimes, like, hey, would you buy this mystery? I found this mystery box on eBay. It says it's $25, guaranteed $100, and I'm like,
red flag.
Yeah.
Paul, I know Paul doesn't watch many videos, but that is a lot of what I do. Do BeardofPOP did it so you don't have to, and I buy boxes off Amazon, Macari, eBay, sketchy people on Instagram. And then I open them and call them out.
Sorry.
So that, I do
dogs had some paper in their mouth. I had to get it.
As long as it's not a pop in their mouth.
I've done some cruddy boxes, some really bad. Like I've ordered like $150 mystery box off eBay, and I got like 30 pops.
See, and that's what I don't like, because I mean, I think with me, my name's been out there enough. People know, I don't do stuff like that. But when people do stuff like that, it gives the other guys, it gives a lot of people a bad taste in their mouth, and it makes them leery. Mm-hmm. But that's why I tell people, you got to do your research. Like when people hit me up, they're like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this guy?" Or, "Hey, have you ever heard of this company?" And I'm like, "No, honestly, I haven't." And I'm not saying they're all shady. I'm not saying they're all bad, because we all had to start somewhere. Just like with me. Hang on, guys.
You're good. You're good.
But back to that video though. I mean, you did get 30 pops, but you still almost doubled your money.
No.
It's still surprisingly the value you got.
And I've had some good ones too. It's still the same. Like I didn't buy the mystery box to double my value by having a bunch of pops. Like, yeah,
now you got 30 pops to flip. So I mean,
I had 30 pops to flip.
Weigh it out.
Commons, like, but that's not. I kind of know sometimes that you're going to end up with that, but then some of them end up pretty good. I don't have a problem. That one that all I got was Dragon Ball Z.
Vegeta, what's up, Vegeta?
Me and Pops got with our Vegetas, man.
And Pop King Paul, I must say, just talking to you, it made me realize just the way you've been doing this, you've become extremely knowledgeable in a lot of the stuff that we need in this, that we don't even, like you said, we don't even know about. You know a lot about the pops I didn't even realize that. Just the collections you're buying and the things you're looking for, most of us, we didn't even know existed. So that's pretty cool.
Well, and that's the thing too. I mean, to me, it's like, if you're gonna, if you're gonna go 100%, you're gonna dive in. I mean, you got to know, you got to know about what you're doing too. And that's what I think some of these other people, they don't really do so much. Like, and that's what I tell people too. I mean, of course, I like to make money. I mean, everybody does, but I'm not a big company who's just looking to get your money and that's it. Like, I like to be knowledgeable about what I'm selling, but I also want you to be happy with what you're getting and, actually enjoy what you're getting, like what you're getting, and not just me taking your, $200 or $300 and sending you a bunch of crap that, you don't want or like. So that's why, like I was saying earlier, that's what I think kind of separates me, because I'm not a company who, I care about everybody who buys from me. I mean, if y'all didn't buy from me and y'all didn't follow me, then I mean, obviously I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't be where I am. So
you wouldn't be the king.
I appreciate everybody that buys from me. I appreciate everybody that follows me. So, in return for that, that's why I try to put out, a good product and not just take your money and not care. And good point, like you were saying earlier, that's what people need to do. They need to start looking and seeing what people are pulling from these boxes, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram. I mean, you can go and see what people are getting. And, if they're constantly getting common pops or constantly getting, leftover NYCC or ECC pops, then, that's what you should expect
what you're going to get. So,
yeah. So,
my daughter has stolen my pickle costume and dressed up like a pickle at this moment. Now she's in here to be a pickle. Now my dog's in the room too.
Oh yeah.
And my dog's too big to be in here with me, but she still comes in here with me.
But yeah, man, just that's one thing I can say for people out there that are wondering, because I get a lot of questions like that too, like, hey, I'm looking to buy mystery boxes, who should I buy from? And even if it's not me, that's what I tell them. I'm like, hey, I'll just tell you, just do your research, go on YouTube, look and see what people are getting, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, because if you look at, say somebody opens 20, whoever mystery boxes, and you see a trend, then, that's what you should expect. But if you go see somebody open up mystery boxes, yeah, and and you see them, you know, getting a bunch of different things and stuff that you can't find anymore, you know, stuff that's vaulted, stuff that's older, then, you know, then that's what you want to get, you know. And I'm not, and just like you said, when you bought the box of however many, you know, 30 pops or whatever, you know, you might be getting your value, you know, but how many pops does it take to get that value? You know, it's like I can send anybody 30 common pops and be like, you know, hey, here's a mystery box for $50, you know, and here's 40 common pops. But I mean, who wants that? You know, it's like
Grandma Funko does. She wants all your pops. She wants them all.
You know what's funny though? I didn't even realize there was that many until somebody told me. I didn't even realize there was that many people trying to sell mystery boxes on eBay until I actually went and looked, like typed in like Funko Pop mystery box or whatever. Dude, it is endless.
And there's no pictures. It's a scam, guys. There's not even a picture. It just says, hey, $25, 100 guaranteed. Buy it. Yeah. Free shipping.
Well, no, yeah, well, that's like when Skittles turned me on. There was people that were sliding through the system on Macari selling mystery boxes. And I bought those off Macari. And, you know, Macari mystery boxes are super sketch because you're not allowed to sell them on Macari.
Who wants the Fortnite pops? The guy with every single one of them right here.
Yeah, if you get Fortnite pops, just send them over to Cat, man. He loves them.
Like I said, they don't have any value, but that's my favorite collection. So, you know, not everything's about, you know, the value grails. Some of it's just sentimental grails. I wouldn't know what pops were if I didn't play Fortnite. So
there you go.
Got me into this. I love Fortnite pops.
No, I do the same thing. I mean, this guy, like, I got Miz today out of a mystery box, and the box was destroyed. And I already have Miz in the box and out of the box. So I took the sunglasses off this one. So sunglasses without the sunglasses.
Custom.
That's it. Custom. That's all you got to do. Just cut the sunglasses off, and then you got a custom, right?
That's it.
But no, like Paul, like serious, like I like out of box pops too. That's just out of box pops because I collect, and so that's why I was excited about what you those. That was probably like what, a collection of like 600 or 700, probably, right?
It was actually
1100. Ooh,
wow!
I was trying to figure that out.
What was crazy is when I originally contacted this person, he's local to me. It was about 20 minutes from me. He had just posted that he was selling his entire collection.
You sound like Bane. I will take over your life.
Are you blocking your mic on your phone by chance? Yeah. No.
Now he got real high. What's up?
Calf.
Yeah, the audio's hilarious. It's not me. I'm just saying what it sounds like.
We had it good for a while.
I don't know what haven't changed anything.
Yes, Lord Vader.
When I contacted him at first, he was telling me that he had he was trying to sell his whole collection. He sent me his PPG, and I was just like, dude, that's insane. I mean, he had like, I think it was 1,600 pops altogether. But like he was telling me, he goes, there's probably about 1,100 of them that are out of the box. And at first, I wasn't even going to buy them. So I went over to his house, and he was showing me everything that he had in box. And some of the boxes were a little rough because, like he said, I wasn't an inbox collector because when I started, I got him to take out and display. This dude had like 26 baseball bat displays, just all over the place, and just had shelves. It was crazy. He had them everywhere. And so I bought his inbox first because I told him, I'd be more interested in the inbox. So I bought his whole inbox collection first, and he actually hit me up again. He was like, hey, man, if you'd like to buy this out of box, I just need to get rid of him because him and his wife are buying a house. And he just, I think they kept maybe like 10, kind of like ones that meant something to him. And he's like, man, if you'd like to get these, he goes, I really appreciate it because, we're going to be moving into our house and And so I thought about it for a couple of days, but like I said, there was just so many rare ones, and stuff that you don't see even if it's in the box. So I was just like, hey.
It sounds like a lot of dusting to me. 1,100 out-of-box figures. I'm glad they were in baseball cases because you would have been dusting for 2 weeks before you could even sell them.
Dude, he had more baseball bat displays. I mean, it was crazy. He was wanting me to take those too, and I was like, no, dude, I don't.
It's like I need a trailer for all those.
Yeah, I don't need those personally, but I appreciate it.
I bet, because that's a question I get all the time. It's like, how do you keep all of the pops not dusty? And then my answer, when they ask me, they're like, hey, Adam, how do you keep all the pops you have behind you not dusted, right?
Hey,
and I say, or clean and dusted. And I always answer, I dust them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you have to.
I dust, I clean. Because, I mean, I know, like, I think with a different view, yeah. See, like, oh, he left again.
I'll be right back. Bring me right back in a second.
So I guess you can see better if I make us wide, but I have, behind me in my normal. That's what I normally have back there. So there's quite a bit. And then my giant dog over here huffing. It's not hot enough. I live in Kentucky, and it's like it's like 102 today. So
yeah, that's how it is here. We actually got some pretty good storms last night, which we needed the rain. But yeah, it's like you don't even want to go out during the day here.
Oh no, I know my wife's from Texas, and we visit quite a bit, and it's her mother down there in Houston. So
okay,
it's quite hot. It's quite hot. Yeah.
It's
where is it? Coral Springs.
Okay. Yeah. I'm about 3.5 hours from Houston.
Oh yeah. Well, there's so big.
It doesn't really matter where you live. It's hot all over.
Yeah, no, I agree. Silverhair said it's 122 in Vegas. Oh, Cap's back. There you are.
There we go. I was like, I held up Yoda and he disappeared. I'm like, why is my green screen feature still enabled? I had to turn that off.
Yoda.
Because he was like Darth Vader, so I had to use the force on him. Like,
We're on out. And we all have Yoda. I pulled so many of these out of mystery boxes. Yeah, I know. Mine hasn't shipped yet. I pre-ordered mine from Best Buy, so it'll probably come completely.
And they just backed it up like 2 weeks. Did you get that email? Because I ordered 2 of them from Best Buy as well, and I got an email that said now it's not going to be until the end of like June,
right? The 26th?
Yeah, the 26th. I was supposed to get it on like the 16th.
Yeah. Oh, I got that one, but then they made up for it with this one, so I was super happy about this one. I didn't know this was a thing. Horrible.
Oh, is that the My Hero?
Yeah, My Hero Hello Kitty crossover.
Yeah, I saw a lot of
people never thought would happen.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm keeping it because it's ridiculous.
Those are sleepers. They're going to be worth $300 next year. I promise. You better buy them now.
Hey, it wouldn't surprise me.
With the way some of the prices are going on some of the pops, I have to tell you, I trust you on that.
I think if you got any Ashoka pops, those are going to go up when she hits the Mandalorian season 2. So hold on to your Ashokas.
Yeah, I've actually got quite a few of those right now.
Hey, can I get that curated box in? Come on, man.
I've been looking at my local shops now that they're opening back up because, there's some pops that are starting to go up in value a lot. Like I'm finishing off Attack on Titan because the final season's going to come on and those things are already shooting through the roof. Yep. So like I was able to get like Cleaning Levi for like $30. And I mean, he PPGs right now for 60, but you try to get him for anything less than 70 or 80, you can't.
Yeah,
and
market right now is
for some of those other Star Wars.
Well, that's like I just bought a comic book collection not too long ago, and there was 2 first prints of the Ultimate Fallout 4, the first appearance of Miles Morales. That thing right now is absolutely insane. Like I had no idea
it was like going for what it was. And I started seeing all these people posting it. And I mean, even raw, it's going for like
between like $400 and $600. And
Wow.
just so happens there was 2 copies of it in there. And I mean, both copies are awesome condition. And I thought about sending them in to CGC to get
graded, but I heard they're just like so backlog right now. Like a friend of mine, he's been waiting 5 months to get his books back, and he hasn't even got them back yet. I'm just like, man, I don't know if I'm going to wait that long. So,
Yeah, I'm a popologist. Yes, I'm getting up with my daughter in the morning, and we're going to Target so I can get some blacklight pops.
I mean, when you ship out your $400 mystery boxes, do you add insurance or signature to it just for a little bit of reassurance for yourself? Because whenever I even do at least $100 box, I always add at least $3 for a signature. I feel like if they got to stand there and get it signed for, they're not going to kick it over your fence. And
Right. Yeah, you know, I usually don't do that. I usually do the insurance just because, you know, you never know, especially now.
but yeah, the signature thing might be a pretty good deal, especially now.
It's worth it.
So yeah,
Well, Paul uses good boxes.
Sorry, guys, your Pop King Balls boxes just went up $250. But it's to protect you.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, that's probably a good idea. Like I said, the way shipping is right now, and two, what the thing that happened to me, I actually had somebody message me today that bought one of my comic book mystery boxes, and she was telling me that it shows it got delivered, but it got delivered to a city that was like 15 minutes from her. And the person that accepted it, she goes, I've never even heard of that person. So now I'm dealing with that, and me and her are trying to figure out, you know, what happened there. So hopefully we get that one figured out too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm ready for shipping to get back to, you know, at least somewhat normal.
Yeah, when we had the what was the Halloween Spooky Empire convention here in Tampa last year, and Elvira came down, I bought all them limited 2,500 piece pops, and then I was selling some of them on eBay, and then I had one person tell me, hey, it never showed up, and I'm like, well, it says it was delivered, and I was selling them for $100 and $150 if you want me to get it signed too. And I'm like, dude, these things are selling for $250. And I'm like, and he's like, but I don't have it. And ever since then, I get a signature. I'm like, at least if they, you know, I know that it was delivered to your house. And that's just a scary situation. So you got to protect yourself for sure.
Well, you know, one thing though, and about the signature thing that I thought was kind of weird is I did have somebody send me some pops. It was 4 like really high-end grails, and this was like 2 weeks ago. And I wasn't even home when they delivered it, but they left it on my porch. And even though it was signature required, all they put was COVID-19 signed for by driver.
Yeah, that's what they did to me too.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, so I don't even, like I said, I don't even really know if that even matters right now.
The mail system is jacked up right now. You can't trust it.
And I had FedEx deliver some stuff to me. This wasn't pops, but some other stuff, and he did the same thing. Now I actually opened the door and accepted the package, but he was like, I'm going to go ahead and type in that, you know, you signed for it just because, you know, whatever. But yeah, I thought the mail thing was kind of weird because I wasn't even here when they delivered it, and they just left it on my porch and put COVID-19 driver signature. So, you know, I don't know.
They've done the same thing to me.
So Pop King Paul's going to now hand deliver all your packages. So just get ready.
No, I can't do that. I might have to charge some serious shipping charges for that.
Oh, they'll pay for it.
Well, at least I know it would get to you, and not, you know, maybe not take a month to get there. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Hopefully, it'll get back to normal sooner than later.
For sure.
I hope so. I'm hoping so. I mean, I'm super nice to the dude at my post office, Lynn. I've known him forever. I actually, the other day, because he didn't know what I did, and then finally he asked, and he's like, can I get one of your stickers for my beer fridge? And it helps me out so much. So like I thought of, he goes, I watched one of your videos. They're like little bobbleheads, aren't they? And I said, yeah. And then I brought him a Cliff from Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. I want to give him your first pop. So I gave him Cliff. But I know I just can't wait for things to get back to normal. They have 2 different trucks running in my neighborhood. Sometimes I don't get mail till 9 o'clock at night. It's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's like I said, I can't tell you how many times I've had scheduled pickups and they just don't come, or and I get all kinds of different. But now I will say though, kind of like you, like I've become pretty cool with because I've only been in this house since November. But my mailman that I had he was real cool. Like, I mean, we were like, he knew he would come, like literally come to my door like almost every day, even if I didn't, because he just knew, because I told him, like, I'm going to have packages probably almost every day. But the mail person I have here, I don't know, he's not as cool as my other guy, but my UPS guy, he's real cool. Like he'll, but the only thing is, like he was telling me, a lot of times if I schedule a pickup, if he's out making deliveries, they'll send somebody else. Because that's what I was asking him. I'm like, hey man, what's the deal with all these missed pickups? I was just kind of giving him a hard time. And he goes, dude, it's not me. He goes, if I'm out, he goes, a lot of times, if I'm in the area, they'll send him the pickup. But, he's like, dude, I know. He's like, if I get the pickup, I'm coming. He's like, I don't care, if it's late or what. He goes, but a lot of times if I'm making deliveries, if I'm kind of out of the general, area, they'll send somebody else. And that's what he was telling me. He's like, so if they do that, it's kind of out of my hands. But, and he even told me too, he goes, if I don't have a lot of deliveries that day, he goes, or if I'm not super busy, he goes, I'll swing by and honk. And he goes, if you hear me or whatever, and, open the door, let me know if you got something or not. So, my mailman, on the other hand, like I said, he's real hard to catch. At my old house, usually it was about a 2-hour window when I got my mail. But with this guy, it's all over the place. I mean, sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's,
New mail guy, get it together. New mail guy, get it together, dude.
Well, then the funny thing is, he just told me the other day, he goes, hey, if you ever have packages, make sure you hand them to me or give them to me Monday through Friday. Cause that's what I was telling him. I was like, dude, I always miss you. And he was like, well, hey, I tell you what, start putting a note in your mailbox if you have boxes. Like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. But he was like, but I'm going to tell you what, man. He goes, don't ever give anything to the lady that delivers packages on Saturday because she sucks. Just so happens today, I have a box that shows delivered that I didn't get. So, maybe he was right about that.
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's why I always
got a stingy mailman.
That's why I always show love to my mailman guy. The post works at the post office where I have my PO box, and I hook him up because he'll call me and he'll go, Adam, I've got a table full of packages. You got to come over here and get them. Or he'll take care of them for me and hook me up. So you always got to take care of the guys who do the work for you, man.
That's it. Yep. My trash guys hate me. I own a landscaping company, so my trash cans are always full of all kinds of stuff. So every once in a week, I'll go out there. Here, man, here's a Gatorade. Man, you want me to dump this one for you? You got to take care of the people that help you, man.
Trash guy is so horrible that there was no way he'll get anything out of me. Everybody, you drive down the street and there's trash everywhere. He doesn't care. So I'm not. If he would do a good job, I'd go out there and be like, hey, man. You leave my trash cans laying down too much.
Oh yeah, my old mailman, man, I used to get him gift cards and stuff because he was awesome, man. Like I said, there was some times where, because my neighborhood where I lived before, it was kind of the end of his route, and which was good for pickups. And man, there were some times where, I mean, I'd have a ton of boxes, and he would sit there, and what I liked about him is he would actually scan them like as he was putting them in the truck. I get some people
when you don't get that scan, and people are like, exactly. Where is that? It still says printed. I'm like, sometimes they don't scan it. It's not going to scan until it literally gets to your local hub.
Exactly. And because that's what I tell people too. I'm like, some people that come pick up from me, like this UPS guy that picked up from me the other day, I had never seen him before, and he literally just came to my door. He put everything on the big dolly thing he had. He threw them all in the back of the truck and just drove off. I mean, didn't scan a box. So, and that's what I used to like about my old mailman. He would he would make sure he scanned every single one of them as soon as he put them inside the truck.
That's why they fired him. He took too long. They're like, get out of here with all that scanning nonsense.
Yeah, you're servicing our customers too good. We can't have that. But, well, hey guys, I appreciate y'all having me on. But Man, it's like I didn't even realize it was almost 9:30 here, and I haven't even eaten dinner yet.
No, we appreciate you staying on, man. We had a blast.
Oh yeah, man.
Floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, man. I always enjoy coming on. Like I said, I still plan on getting my channel up and running sometime. Hopefully, I'm still waiting on a few things to get here, but I've got most of the stuff I need. And once everything gets here, I'm gonna start doing it too, because I think it's just something to do for fun. I'm not looking to get YouTube famous or YouTube rich or anything, but just
here goes our careers, Bob.
No, man, just something to do for fun.
No, because if Paul starts doing it like I do it and you do it, he won't have time for pallets. He won't have time for mystery boxes. And I will
tell you, Pop, it's a lot of work, Pop King. It's a lot of work.
Oh, I know. I hear you.
Trust me. But dude, yeah, go eat dinner, man. I appreciate you being on, man. And we're starting a new channel for lives. So we'll talk to you again, have you on when you get a channel up and going or whenever you want.
To bring you back on at that point and
definitely
channel away.
Yeah.
That'll work, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, nice meeting you. Thanks for being on with us.
No problem, man. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Jeremy, Captain Pops, look out for my box.
What's up? All right, guys, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was
dude. It was really nice to meet him. He had a lot of good conversation. That was great. Just a good time. So I think what we need to do is we need to start. I've got a Patreon giveaway. Now, Lisa, I seen you signed up during the show, so I have added you to the wheel. We will give everybody a chance because I'm going to be doing a channel member giveaway for anybody who's a member of BOP, and I'm going to do a Patreon giveaway for anybody who's a patron of $5 or more like I have. So we'll give you guys a few minutes to do a few things for us, right? Guys, link up Captain Pops. Go over there and become a patron. He can't do his channel membership thing is kind of in this YouTube COVID limbo right now. So you can go over there, become a patron. I am. You all should be too. We'll give you a few minutes if you want to do that to be involved in the giveaways each week. And then also we want you to go to our new channel, Take Over Now, and subscribe. Because, dude, you're not going to believe what we're going to do for 4th of July with the giveaways. And then
explosive giveaways.
Over here, because I got to announce this, because I got Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, 8 to 10. We are going to do a blockbuster 1-year party for BeardofPOP, guys. And I went out and I got, look at this. This is what I'm giving away. I don't do those giveaways when I hit subscribers anymore. So I had to make up. I got this DSXL that comes with Mario Kart 7, and I picked up one of my favorite games, Mario Land 3D. And that's going to be given away on Tuesday to celebrate 1 year of BOP on YouTube and my appreciation for everybody. So here's what we're going to do, right?
Dancing for
You
dollars.
guys are going to go check out Captain Pop's Patreon page. We're going to link up everybody in there, link up our new channel. We're going to get that done. And then that way, everybody link up our new channel and make sure you're subbed. And then check out Patreons and everything else. We'll give you a few minutes. I'm going to give Captain Pops the floor for like 3 minutes because I have to use the bathroom very badly. I drank a whole NOS and like half of this 24 ounce, and we're usually only on an hour and a half to 2 hours. And we're on 2.5 hours because Paul was so awesome.
We held him hostage for you guys. We held him hostage just for you guys.
So you get in there, Cap. I'm going to bring myself out for a few minutes.
I'm in there, baby.
Make sure everybody's linking your Patreon, all right? And let's get some people over there because Cap's doing some giveaways for his patrons tonight too.
Yes,
we
are. We're giving away the loot tonight.
So
this is your last chance to become an elite pirate, a gold pirate. Just support the channel. We need your love. And again, you guys have been hanging out with me and BeardofPOP since we started this, this live stream every Saturday night for the past 4 months. We finally decided we want to give you guys even more consistency. So we wanted to just hammer it down It's now one channel. And we didn't want to back ourselves down into just reviewing Funko every Saturday night, because we started realizing you guys are really, or we're enjoying, with our analytics, you guys are really enjoying when we start, just having fun, doing real things in life. So we want to get out of the chairs. We want to get out of the studio. We want to put our feet in the ground, get out there, and we're going to be doing live reactions, live unboxings. We're just going to give you guys more than you could even imagine. And we just have so many ideas. And with the way we were doing it, we really couldn't get into it, or we would ruin our Funko, analytics and algorithms that we're chasing on YouTube. So we're like, you know what? If we want to continue this, continue this Saturday live show, because we want to do skits, and me and him, we really just want to keep making you guys laugh. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So go over to Takeover now and make sure you subscribe. Come the 4th of July, that'll be the first time we actually do start putting content on that channel. And then every Saturday night, you'll be able to join us right here, one place. And then throughout the week, BeardofPOP will be putting his own content on that channel, just things he's doing daily that doesn't have to do with Funko. Maybe he's going out to have a drink. Who knows? Same with me. You guys know I'm a crazy pirate. I'm on the roof screaming, I got to chase. I'm out here riding mini dirt bikes. Well, I want to give you guys more of that, because you really seem to enjoy that. And if you want to get to know what Adam and Jeremy do when we're not collecting, that's what Takeover Now is going to give you. And we're going to talk about trending topics and new Xboxes, new PlayStations, new movies. It's just going to be a complete entertainment package. And you guys if you want to be involved in that, please go subscribe. The links are in the chat tonight. And if you want to join my Patreon, the links are there as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if there's something you guys want to see, we want to hear from you, because it's a growing channel. And, we haven't even put our first video on there yet, but we know what the first video is going to be. You guys just don't know. But 4th of July is going to be explosive. Things are going to blow up. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. What happened?
I was interested in what you were saying about our awesome new channel.
It's going to be fun, man. It's going to, look, I got goosebumps just talking about Takeover Now. I got him.
You're not going to believe the stuff we're going to do on this channel, guys. Amazing.
Bam! Oh, yeah, social distancing. Bam!
We're social distancing. For now.
We're promoting, health here, guys.
We're getting everybody here to make sure to subscribe, do the Patreon thing. I want to say too, thank everybody. And it's going to be a crazy week over at the BeardofPOP with Monday's video, Tuesday, 1 year celebration live. Not only Wednesday are we going to have Carrie and Adam's video, but we're going to have a live that night. We're starting our every Wednesday live at 9 o'clock. We did one the other week. 160 of you guys
killed it, guys.
Killed it. So Wednesdays at 9, every Wednesday at 9, we're going to be doing unboxings, different things for an hour till 10. Thursday, believe that me and Professor Josh and Popular Opinion are going to be doing some unboxings of GameStop boxes.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Not again. No.
No. But me and Professor Josh and Cody ordered 2 boxes each, but different weeks. So every box is going to be different. We're going to do a few giveaways. It's going to be maybe an hour or so from like 9 to 10. We're going to have some fun. Then you got Friday with Captain Pops and Funko Fridays. And then back on Saturday again on Cap's channel, Saturday Live.
Boom.
You got your whole week deck set out right there for you guys. And then
get dick all leakies.
And then tomorrow, we're going to both be on Wink's Convention 2.0.
Oh. Yeah, Wink.
Well,
see you tomorrow night. The champion's coming.
K&L's thing right now, Cap?
What's that?
Are you supposed to be over on K&L's thing right now?
Well,
I saw your picture on the thing. So, guys, when we get done with this, you got to go over and say hi to K&L. He's home alone. His wife's out on vacation or some trip, so he's just chilling and doing a live. Which we're still going, and his started at 10 because he knew we ended at 10, but Pop King Paul just stayed around. So we wanted to
We're
talk.
not going nowhere if he's hanging out.
So, all right. So I'm going to refresh just to make sure. Now, what I want to do is anybody who's in here now, right, who is a channel member of BOP, I want you to voice yourself. I know Wink's still lurking.
Wow.
Wink's
Wow,
always
guys, you just doubled my patrons. Wow.
nice.
Amazing, guys. Wow. That's
Great
awesome.
support, guys. So, okay. So, if you want to be, so channel members are eligible for the prize. I want everybody who's in here right now, who's a BOP channel member, to speak up, and then Cap is going to pick one of you to get the Transdosian Thug.
Ooh, thugged out.
Thugged out. So everybody in here who is a channel member, start saying hi in the chat.
Speechless, guys. Thank you for the support. That's amazing.
Zach, I know you're right over the bridge from me in Indiana, and I know that those hookers are cheap, man, but you need to become a member of Cap's Patreon and just save that for later. So we got, anybody, you see the guys in there that have the little BOP next to their name?
Zach, I'd get the hooker, so I understand, bro. Don't, I understand. We're all men here. Except for you ladies out there. Sorry. We love you.
We got trips.
But you won't get a viral disease from my patrons. But the hooker, you're on your own with that one, buddy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're getting something from a $3 hooker. I mean, and it's not something that's going to be good, Zach. So you're going to get
you're getting entertained by both of us, but you're not going home with chlamydia with me, buddy.
The long run, Zach, you're going to save more money becoming a patron of me or Cap or both of us than you are getting a $3 hooker and the medical bills that are going to follow that, dude. So
he's sitting there. He's like, nope, still getting the hooker.
Somebody we've been. Yeah, since
It's too funny.
So all right, so there's a few channel members left around here yet. Oh, Pop's got a Patreon. This one is for a channel member. I'm just doing a bonus giveaway tonight for the guys that are channel members. So Funko Rebel's in here, Anthony B's in here, Trips is in here. It's just the people that are in here that are channel members that I'm going to do that for. So I guess we got 3 of them in here. So
14 away from AK. 14 away from hitting AK on YouTube. Please go subscribe, Captain Pops. 14 away. Woo! Woo!
So Cap, we got Funko Rebel, we got Trips, and we got Anthony B.
Okay.
So who gets Transdosian Thug?
Out of those 3.
Because that's who's in here that's left that's an actual channel member.
You got Rebel. You got Anthony B. And who was the third one?
Rebel, Anthony B. Trips.
And Trips. Trips. That man's the one that donated the box attack for the auction. And he's just done a lot of things. Trips deserves a little get back, man.
I messed up with Trips and I accidentally sent him 2 mystery boxes. And I let him keep one. And then he's sending me a giant box of pops that he don't fit his collection for me to do giveaways with. For us,
he's a giver.
Forget it, not me. For us to do giveaways with, because we're going to save them and give them away on our new channel. Take over now.
Awesome. See, like Trips, you deserve it, man. You're a giver. It's time to take a little bit, buddy. Take it. No,
Trips is a great guy. All right, so I'm going to do my Patreon spin, and then Cap can do his Patreon, and then we're going to call it a night, guys, because we've had a marathon. I'm going to add my wheel.
Figure this out real quick.
I got this wheel right here that I set up ahead of time for the Patreons.
It's a big wheel. That's a lot of support, guys. We love you. That's amazing.
Lots of support, guys. Lisa Noble it was my newest addition tonight to give me 45. You guys support. Awesome.
I got a lot of messages to send now.
I got you. So, guys, This is the wheel of my Patreons. I got this Echo Dot courtesy of my boss Scott at work, who got a couple of them. I kept one for my desk at work, but the other one, brand new sealed, that'll go to one of my Patreons tonight. So let's go ahead and spin this wheel, guys. And Clara, I didn't see you that you had it. It went to Trips, but don't worry.
There's a little music to it.
Oh, yeah. I customized it.
Of course you did.
Gretchen Lang.
Nice. Congrats, Gretchen. Thank you for all the support. Thank you to everyone that's still on the wheel, you guys. We love you all.
I love
make this all
everybody.
possible. You make it all possible. Are you able? Can you bring up a new wheel, and then I'm going to give you these names real quick, and then we'll spin it.
Sure. Let me exit.
We don't got 45 names on my ship yet, so it won't take that long, guys.
All right, start, buddy. Gibbs. Right.
We're going to start Matt Gertz.
All right.
Scott Novak. Awesome 85. Koozie awesome, but just awesome 85 to make it easy. BeardofPOP yourself. That'll be a respawn. He knows he'll give it back to you guys if he wins. We got Foxative. Fox Crown. Thank you, man. We got Clara Silverhaired. Thank you for the support. We got Greg Ridge. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the ship, Pro Josh. What's up, Pro Josh? We appreciate what you're doing. We got Katie Bear. Katie, welcome to the ship.
Where you went? I got Matt, Scott, Awesome, Fox, Silver, and Mr. Crispers.
Professor Josh. And Katie Bear.
How do you spell Katie? Is it with the Y or
with a K? I-E.
No.
I-E.
I-E.
It's the only Katie. Just it don't matter. She knows who she is. Thank you all to all my new Patreons.
All right, guys.
I really appreciate that.
What are you giving?
Hold on, let me pick up.
He's giving away.
Again, this is why we're a team. We literally both bought this. Oh, I bought one. He was giving it. It's just a coincidence that we're giving away the exact same gift.
Hey, Katie.
That's just why we're a team, and things happen for a reason. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Koozie, awesome. Bam.
Awesome.
Congratulations. You get the very first Patreon gift. And, sir, thank you very much. Reach out to me, Captain Pops _ on it. Actually, I'll just hit you up on Patreon. I don't need you to do that. I know who you are. Thank you, guys. Thank you,
guys,
so
I want to tell you it's been awesome. Thank you for all the support for me and Cap. We're going to have an amazing next week and this new channel, and it's going to be off the chain, guys, and it's going to be great. But guys, we are getting out of here. It's been a late night. It's about 10:40, a little longer than we normally go. But you know what I say. Till next time. BOP out. Cap. Where are you going? Oh, peace out, guys. Love y'all.